on other things, but you are here. It tells that you want to learn what we are telling, that you we will teach you like how to be a web app developer. We are going to teach you in this 4 hours the basics of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and we are also going to give you certificates. So all those things will be there. So let me see that whether I'm live. So hello all. Yes, I am live. Yes, I think I'm live. Okay, so I'm live. Okay, so that is there. And yeah, so I'm live everywhere. So let everybody join. But let us start now. Okay, let us start. And okay, okay. So hi everyone. Okay, so one sec. Think. One sec. We are going to start now. 1 second. We are going to start. One sec. Okay. So So thank you all. So let's get started. Whoever is there, it's okay. So let's get started. And hi, my name is Navin Vishwas. Let me share my screen now. So let me do that. Okay, and yeah, so I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, and this is my LinkedIn profile. So those who don't know, okay, so it is going live on LinkedIn also. But those who are watching on LinkedIn, please do come on YouTube and you can watch it on YouTube because YouTube is our main platform. Okay, so those who don't know about me, this is me. My name is Nabindu Vishwas, and I am a corporate trainer. I am a full-time trainer right now. So earlier I was not a full-time trainer. I mainly teach React.js. I mainly teach JavaScript and its ecosystem. Me and my team, we help you to become a web app developer. Okay, so you might have gone through our um, YouTube channel also. You might have seen that thing here. Okay, so that is there. And now the other thing is that, okay, so I teach both of them. So, but I was not always a trainer. I was not always a trainer. I have spent 16 years in the industry, and my last job was as an associate architect in a product-based company in Bangalore, and it ended in like August 2020. And from September 2021, I'm a full-time trainer. So I teach in corporates, as I've told. I have my own personal institute, also physical, online, both paid are there. And on YouTube also we teach everything. On YouTube also we teach on free everything out there we teach, because we want everyone to learn. Because on the YouTube we have many people, like some people join even from Africa and some Middle East countries, and all those countries people also join from there. So we teach everything for free also on YouTube, and we love our YouTube audience. And when someone get a job, recently a person got a job like internship offer from YouTube, and a lot of people get that. Okay, because we teach everything on YouTube also, and we have our paid badges also. So for that, you can always like follow us and see what are there. Okay, so this is me, and I have worked in like almost all big companies. Like most of my time I have spent in metros, like in Bangalore and Mumbai. I have worked in IBM. I have worked in where it is. Okay, I have worked in Oracle. I have worked in JP Morgan. So all those companies I have worked. Okay, so I know what is there, what is required in the industry, what is there in the industry. And right now also I am a trainer, so I know what the big companies wants from you. I teach in corporate training startups. I uh, teach in companies like top 10 service, one of the top 10 service companies. So all those things I teach, and I know what they want right now. And they all of them want web app developer only. That is the thing in which the most number of jobs are there. Even if you're going to go for a FANG job or something. 70% of chance are that you're going to end up in this technologies only. And so why not to learn this technology when most number of jobs are in these technologies only? Okay, so that is there, and I will going to tell you about that soon. And first 15-20 minutes I'm going to talk about that only. Then only we're going to start with HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, and then React. In this 4 hours, we're going to learn all those things. But we are not going to, sorry, we are sorry to say that we are not going to learn in a deep way, because in a deep way, it is not possible in 4 hours to teach such vast technologies. Although we have like detailed classes for everything, detailed classes for CSS, detailed classes for JavaScript, detailed classes for React, just on our YouTube channel for free. Like we have like on weekdays, generally on weekdays, Monday to Friday, we have those classes. Okay, so those things are there. So we will ask, it's better that you can check our channel also. Okay, and you'll find out. So you're watching on YouTube, you can find out that we teach all these things in quite much detail. And if you want to get a playlist in of which order you want to learn, we can give that also. So that is there. And we are a registered company, because we are this is our company link, and we have a website also. Okay, so pwd.co. So this is a website, and yeah, so this is a website. We have some of the courses and all those things are there. So our website also you can see. And we are a registered company, we give a GST, so you're going to get a nice certificate from us if you complete this thing. So even for starting, because everybody loves certificates. Okay, so let me tell about the certificates only first, because I can see a lot of people are there watching it. So let me first tell about the certificate. Then I'm going to tell about the 3 secrets which I have written there. The 3 secrets which you good afternoon everyone. Okay, good afternoon. So 3 secrets I'm going to teach about that. Then we are going to start with your HTML. Okay, so a lot of people were having also confusion. So how you will get the certificate? What's the process and all? So the process is that we are going to give you a Google form. Okay, so like this, I'm going to give it. So there is a link is there. I'm going to give this Google form. Okay, so then what will happen? You have to fill this Google form, and this Google form is an amazing piece of technology from Google. It's a web app created by the famous company in the world, which is Google. So what is a web app? I'm going to tell now. So what this web app does? So when you're going to fill all this detail, and submit it, so you'll get a submit button. I'm getting a send button. You might get a submit button. So what will happen? We'll get your data. We'll get your data in this responses tab. We'll get your data. So when we'll get your data, we'll give you the certificate. So there will be two attendance forms. Okay, one attendance form will be given right now, and one attendance form will be given towards the end, towards the 6:45 it will be given. So you have to fill both of the attendance form to get the certificate. Both of the attendance forms you have to fill. And where we'll give the attendance form? We'll give the attendance form in the live chat. Only in the live chat of YouTube. Only in the live chat of the YouTube, we're going to give the attendance form. No other place the attendance form will give. So let us go through the attendance form also, what you have to fill in the attendance form. And the first thing is that you have to give the valid email ID on which we are going to send you the certificate. Okay, so valid email ID you have to give. Then you have to give the name. Okay, then we are doing so much for the community, so we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, write the name through which you have subscribed, not our name. A lot of people give our name. We know our channel name. Okay, we want your name by which you have subscribed. And all of you are watching on YouTube means all of you have your YouTube YouTube username also. Okay, so that is it. And we have a very very good Instagram profile also, in which we talk about development thing. I talk about what happens in my life and all those things. Mainly about development stuff also. So some quick bites here and there, which I always see. I get a ping from a lot of people. So mechanical engineer, someone like other person, someone learning DSA but not getting a job. So all those kind of people do ping me. So I do reply to them. And at the end, we are going to tell one more thing. There is one more very good news. So a free thing is going to come out, and we are going to tell about that. Okay. So in the end, okay. Yeah, and then, so I like so everybody, please start watching it from YouTube. If you're watching it from LinkedIn, I'm going to paste the thing. Okay, so that is there. So then your current role, and of course your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, please put that I don't have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, but if you give a LinkedIn profile, it's much better. Okay, the second form is also like that only. The second, nothing difference is that it is like that, but it will be given later on. Okay, so now before starting with the HTML and all, so let me start with something. Okay, so because a lot of people ping me, and a lot of people are someone from Malaysia lost his job recently. He pinged me, and so like that, a lot of people ping me. So someday back, a person from NIT pinged me that he was doing DSA for the past 2 years, but now there are no DSA jobs are there. What to do? So what to do for this DSA guy? So there are no jobs. What to do for this Malaysia guy who has now, like, he doesn't have a job. He was doing some automation stuff. So what to do for them? So they should all try for the thing which have the highest number of jobs on the planet right now, which is the web development, especially web app development. It needs three technology: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Actually, I'm a bit wrong. It doesn't need three technology. It need actually fourth technology also, which is the most important, which is the biggest like piece of the puzzle. Like without this, you cannot get a job. And this thing is like that. You cannot learn it without learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That day, one person pinged me and telling, "Sir, I know HTML, CSS. I want to learn React." Well, you cannot learn React, buddy. You have to learn JavaScript first. React is a JavaScript library. Okay, React is a JavaScript library through which all complex web apps, everything which you can see, everything which is open in my browser, I think one, two, three, four, five. Five of those things are created with React. Two of those things are created with Angular JS. Okay, Angular. Because Angular is also for Angular also you need HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So that is something basic which you require. After that, you learn React or Angular. It does matter actually, because React have got more jobs, but Angular also you can learn. Angular have also got a lot of jobs. Okay, but the React has got the most number of jobs. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. So whether you have lost your job, whether you are not getting a job, whether anything, whether like anything have happened to you, like you have a 5 years gap. So people ping me like for 5 years they were preparing for UPSC. There is something known as UPSC in India, because I know a lot of international audience also is also like that right there. So people prepare a lot for those civil services. Like I'm right now, my company is in Bhopal, so I see those kind of people on a daily basis, not on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. They come to me and say, "Sir, I have wasted 5 years in civil service. I got to do." You do these things. 5 years in civil services, you do this thing. So there are a lot of jobs not only in the metros, like bigger cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, which are the IT capital. Bangalore is the IT capital. Hyderabad is the IT sub capital. Pune is there, and all those things. But there are jobs everywhere. Like there are jobs in Indore, Hyderabad, all of these things. I recently gave some ReactJS developer to someone. So ReactJS is the one which have the most number of jobs. It is a front end technology which is used to make this complicated layouts and all this. So as I was telling, most of the web apps which are right now, so like this my site is created in React. This is created in React. So this complicated thing. So like you people don't even know that what are a desktop apps, because you have always seen web apps, this complicated web apps. This is created in React. LinkedIn is created in React. Facebook is created in React, because Facebook is the creator of React. Instagram is created in React. Whatever you can think of that is created in all. Bangalore startups are created in React. All Hyderabad startups are created in React. All startup which you can think of is created in React. So that is the thing which even if you have in a resume, you can get a job. So that is for the job internship. It doesn't matter. Okay. So that is there, you'll get that thing. Okay, so recently also, and as I am telling you, I always tell like one more thing. Okay, so this thing, this is a technical thing you have to learn. So I'm not telling 100 of technology, I'm only telling four technology. You learn four technology, and if you want to be a full stack developer, add Node.js to it, which is also JavaScript framework. Okay, so that is there. That will be a much like that. If there are 10 jobs, like you 6 jobs will be React, the 2 jobs will be Node.js. So you'll get more jobs if you become a full stack developer. So that is a different thing. So that's why I'm not put it, because React is in more demand. Okay, so that is there. But before moving forward, like this is the only the technological part. What is the other part? The other part is like you need to do something. Because recently, I will give you an example. Recently, one of my student from YouTube only, just like this, he have come to this thing, and he got an internship. So a lot of people ping me on a daily basis, like daily on hourly basis, that, "Sir, I want internship." I always tell them, "See, I am not even a development company. I am a like a ed tech. I don't have that many internship opportunities. I have internship opportunity, but not that much. So why not get a internship in a proper IT company? Okay, I'm an education company. I'm not a I'm not a like an IT company that I'm preparing softwares and all. So that was something which I used to do for a living for 2 years back. So I have done coding for 16 years. So right now also I do coding, but I'm more of a teacher, and my company is more of a teacher. So I have more teachers also, because after me two other teachers will come. Okay, that is a different thing. So if you want an internship, I'm going to tell you internship or a job. There are three secrets. First, that these are the technologies which you have to learn, and the three secrets are that you have to do a networking, do a bit of networking, then you have to do daily action and challenges. What is networking? Networking means you have to be visible on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So not like me. So me, like, I have like 28,000 connections. So I am a influencer on LinkedIn. So not like me, but you should have something good. Okay. So that is there. So you have to be visible on LinkedIn, mainly LinkedIn, Twitter, and all are American things. Instagram is also okay. Facebook groups, you can get a lot of jobs there. So this is there. Daily action. This is like something which is you have to do. Whether you're a college, whether you're a mechanical engineer, whether you're something else, you have to code 2 hours daily. Challenges, there are some challenges like 100 days of code and 100 days of project, and I am like very happy, like a lot of people have come to this workshop which happens every Saturday, and they have taken my advice and started with 100 days of code challenge. That is very good. What is 100 days of code challenge? You find it out. Like, it is a very tough challenge. You have to code daily something and post it on social media. That is 100 days of code challenge. So why social media is so important? Why can't I just learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, and I'll get a job? I'll just upload my resume on Naukri.com and I'll get a job. So Naukri.com and all are like used to be happening 10 years back. Now everything is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is not only like a job platform like that. You'll go there and you will tell that, okay, so I need a job. No, you'll not get a job like that. You have to be connected with people. I am not telling that you need to be connected with 28,000 people, like 30,000 people is the limit of LinkedIn. I'm on the top of the one of the top. Like, I'm not the top person on LinkedIn. Like, people have 1 lakh connections also, but I'm on the higher side. So you don't need to be that much visible, but if you are visible that much, it is much better. You can never worry about anything if you have that smart connections. Okay, so that is there, but be a bit visible on LinkedIn. I'm not telling that much. How much visible? Recently, one of my, and what to do. So if you are a student, so like what to do. So I have recently done a post, think here only. So I post daily. Okay. So see, this guy is one of my student, like from YouTube only. So he also came 2-3 months back, and he started like learning from our YouTube channel, and started doing one more thing also which I liked. And he followed two things. Like, one is that he started learning in order, and I've given this comment, so you can see that he got an internship because he learned from our YouTube. Okay, so that is there, and he we have recently given a job internship guaranteed YouTube playlist because he followed this playlist. Okay, so I have given it a new name, job internship guaranteed YouTube playlist. You do it first, it will take more than 6 months to do for you, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Redux, React Firebase, Mun projects, everything is there. Okay, so that is there, and I have also attached this LinkedIn growth video. Why LinkedIn is important, what growth you should do, those things are there. But what this guy had got did, that he got a job. So let us see what this guy have did and what you have to do to get a job. First is that his profile is very good. So you have to make a good profile like this, okay, and you have to tell like what you do and all those things. And the other thing is that, so he started connecting with people. He's not a person with the 10 connections. He have like 636 connections, and he have started posting on his social media, on his LinkedIn. He started posting something. I will show. I've seen this guy. So finally got that internship, and he started doing this thing. This is what I tell all of the students to do. Okay, so you do projects from our YouTube channel, and then you post them on LinkedIn. So this is very important. So he started posted them on LinkedIn, and he did a lot of things like this. Okay, see what he is doing. He's just posting. So this is what you have to do: posting, get a job. As simple as that. Nothing is there. Like, you learn, post. I will guarantee you, after like 10-15 posts, you will get a job. 10-15 posts like in a React or something, you'll get a job. And the other thing which you have to do, you have to start following people from the place where you are there. Like if I am from Bangalore, I will start following people from Bangalore. Start connecting with people from Bangalore. I'll make my connection more. If I'm from Hyderabad, I'll start connecting with people from Hyderabad. And this is how I get an internship. Also, job also the same thing. Job also you have to follow the same process. Okay, you have to like do coding, and you have to post it. And if you like you're not getting the motivation, then do 100 days of code challenge. You'll get enough motivation because you cannot even leave leave one day. Okay, so he participated in a hackathon also. That is another big thing. Okay, you can participate in hackathon also. Okay, so that is there. That is how you get an internship. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Okay, so that is there. And so now, now what? Now let me give the attendance one, and then we are going to start with HTML. Okay, so I'll give this one the attendance one I have given. So please start filling the attendance one. So let me close everything. I should not give, but let me give this first attendance on LinkedIn also. People why is on LinkedIn. Okay. But I'm not going to continue giving the second attendance on LinkedIn. Those who are watching on LinkedIn, please do come to YouTube and give this first attendance on LinkedIn. Okay, so attendance one. Attendance one I have given. Okay, so that is there. Now, as I've told, so please start filling the attendance form. And as I have told that let's start with HTML. So we are going to start with HTML. So what is HTML? So we do this basic thing, not that like we are teaching everything in 4 hours. So we do this basic thing so that you can, those who are from a non-IT background, they can know that okay, so this is what is required to be a web app developer. So that's how we touch the basic. But one thing I will tell, HTML we complete everything. Like HTML is a very small thing. In 1 hour you can complete, but CSS in 1 hour you cannot complete. We take 6 hours for CSS to complete. After that you have to do the projects which are there on the channel. Then JavaScript also we take 4 hours to complete. React also we take 4 hours to complete. Okay, so that is there. And we have some advanced things also going on always, so you can check the channel. Okay, so HTML stands for hypertext markup language. It is used to create the structure of a website. So all the structure which you see, it comes from HTML. Okay, so one more thing is that but where we should write the code. So there is something known as VS Code, which you need to install on your system to write the code. So this VS Code, you can do a Google search. The VS Code will come, and this VS Code will come, and then you can download it. Download the Mac Universal, because I'm using a Mac. If you're using a Windows, you get the download the Windows, and it's a free to use. No pricing will be there. Although it is from Microsoft, but it is completely free to use. Okay, so you download it. If you have some issue in downloading, we have a video also of how to download it. Okay, so you can always see that how to download it. So that is there. Now the other thing is there, like once I download it, then what? Okay, then it will be okay. Something else I was showing. So okay, so it will be opened like this. It will be opened like this. Let me take it here. It will open like this. VS Code will be open like this. Okay. So now what I need to do? Now I need to have some thing here, like a folder here for HTML. So what is the best way to do that? The best way to do that is like create a folder in the desktop called HTML Basics, like this, and then click it and drag it and take it here. Okay, something is happening here. One sec. Okay. Why this is not opening? Okay, so it is not opening. Let us try some different way. Open folder. So this is something else also we can do. Yeah, this is bad. VS Code is not even showing something. Okay, not an issue. Like me for this. Well, for this, I have to go through the complicated way. I don't know what is happening. Sometimes these things happen. But the thing is that you drag that folder and it will come. For sure, it will come. So I don't know why it is happening like this. Find new window. Okay, now it will happen. Okay, not an issue. So I'll show the old way. Okay, so new window or something. So I will get this thing. Okay, then what will happen? This HTML basics I am there. So I will drag it here and it will be opened like this. So this is what I wanted to do earlier also. Okay. I don't wanted to show the complicated way, but you saw the complicated way. The complicated way is that you can do it from the command line also. Okay, so that is there. Now this the so Google attendance link is shared on the top only after like who is asking Google attendance link. Sudarshan, like just when you asked on the top of it, the Google attendance link is there. Please fill it. Okay, so that is there. And now this HTML basics is there. In the HTML basics, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file known as the index.html. Okay, so index.html I'm going to create, and in this we are going to work index.html. I'll also close it. So why .html? Why not something else? Because HTML files are given with the .html ending. .html, just like JPG file are given with .jpg ending and all. Okay, so that index.html is there. Okay, so that is there. Now there is like why we're using VS Code and nothing like something like Notepad plus plus, because VS Code comes with a lot of features. Okay, and VS Code is a very lightweight code editor also. So I see a lot of people are there and nobody has liked the video. Please like the video if you are liking it, what we're doing till now. Please like it, okay, so that it can reach to more people. So I can see 29 people watching, but only 13 likes. Please increase the like. Okay, so now I'll do a not. I'll do a not. Okay, I'll do not. And what is this not? This is a shortcut in VS Code through which you can get the HTML structure. So what is the HTML structure? The HTML structure I will explain, but if you don't use this shortcut, you have to create it by hand. And creating by hand, I don't like it. Okay, so I like shortcuts. Okay, like this dog type HTML is there. Again, I'll tell how I give it. Not and this. Okay, not and this, not like this. Not and this, and I am getting this doctype HTML, and these things are there like this. Okay, so now there are some things out there. So what is this doctype HTML? Doctype HTML means it's a HTML version 5. HTML version 5, because HTML was created in the year 1993 and different versions are related. In 2015 version 5 was released, and this is version 5. Then HTML is not actually a programming language, it is actually templating language. So like this HTML is there which have generally starting and the ending. Starting and ending. HTML generally have a starting and ending. Okay, so that is there. And now what will happen, it has got a starting and ending. So the main thing which is have is the head tag and the body tag. Head and the body it is having. Okay, so that is there, head and body. Now now this head part has got some metadata and some title is there. So what is this title is something like which I will change it like this HTML. So I'm going to see that it will be happening here. Okay, and then this body is the main part where all the code of the HTML will be written. like H1 and all those things. But before going there, let me tell one more thing. What is this meta tag which you're seeing, like, which is some complicated thing which I also don't like remember all these things. Okay, so the meta tag is something to do with digital marketing, because meta tag is something to do with the SEO of a website. So all the websites have SEO, or SEO means search engine optimization, and when optimizing according to Google, because every website must have the metadata containing what it is, what it does it do, what are the keywords associated with that. So when those things are associated with that, then when Google comes to that site, because Google bot scans the whole of the internet and they have very big database. When they scan that site, they will find out what is it. So if it has got some relevant term, the SEO become high. So like that, like the SEO of this site, the VS Code site is very high, because if I go to Google, and suppose I am a person who recently learned about web development, and then I know that, okay, I have to use a code editor to do that thing. And what people do is, first thing, people want everything for free. Okay, so what they will do, like, they will write free code editor on Google. They will write this free code editor on Google. Okay, because I want to be a web developer, I just know that I need a web editor. Now what I'm seeing here, see, this site is on the first page of Google. Coming on the first page of Google is a very big thing. That magic comes from the meta tag, and that magic developers don't create. That magic digital marketers create. That why that is the second best job on the planet right now, which is the digital marketer jobs. Okay, and most high demand job. Okay, developer, digital marketer, and video editors, in this order. The most number of jobs are there on this planet right now. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so now this meta tag is for that. We are going to not learn more about it. So now the next thing is like in the body. If I have a body, HTML is all about different tags. Okay, different tags. It is all about different tags. So suppose I have H1. H1 is like, I will write HTML basics, and H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So there are 6 tags are there. And for the understanding of the developer, I'll also write this as these are known as heading tags. And but I don't want this to be shown to the final user, so I will use a control and backslash. And these are known as comment, which are for developer. Okay. So this all I have written. But now where to see this thing? This is the developer view, but where is the user view? How to see the user view? See the user view, you have to go to this HTML basic folder, and you have to like double click on it, and it will open it in the browser. But I don't want to open it in the browser of Mac, which is Safari. I want it to be open in Chrome, so I'll right click it and open with Chrome. So what is this browser? Okay, so this is not Chrome. Let me open it with Firefox Developer Edition, which is like Firefox browser. I love it. So this thing I have opened. See, now everything is coming fine. So now this title HTML is coming here. This all heading tags are coming here. But this, what is the comment? It is not coming. Okay, so the comment is not coming. So that is like that. And now the next thing is that we are going to see is the paragraph tag. Okay, so heading tags are 6 tags. Now the next thing is what we're going to see is the para H tag, paragraph tag, and I'll do it. And paragraph tag starts with P. And again, this is because of VS Code. I am writing P, and then I'm clicking the tab, and it is doing it. So paragraph, I need some paragraph. Let us copy from here the paragraph. So I'll copy this thing, and I will paste it and save it. I saved it, but it is still not there. Why it is still not there? Why it is still not there? Like, I have written some paragraph or something should have been shown. Because what happens, like, I have to refresh it to see it. I have to refresh it to see it, which is a very bad way. If you're coming from a Java or some other programming language, it is okay to do this thing, but it is not okay for a web developer. Like, every time I write something in the code, I have to refresh it. It is not a good thing to do. So, what is a good thing to do? So, good thing to do is that VS Code comes with a lot of inbuilt extensions, extensions is like adding some additional power to VS Code. So once such additional power is like going in this tab, which is known as extensions tab, and it has got a lot of free programs created by talented developers. Okay, so I'll go here and go live server. Well, live server. I'll do the live server. I'll write the live server, and then this extension will come, which is some extension is written by someone known as ReactJS, which has got more than 3 crore download. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3 crore downloads. It has got 3 crore downloads, and you will get the enable button. You just have to enable it. Nothing special is required to install a VS Code extension. Just you have to enable it, and it will be enabled. And what's the benefit of it? Why I should use it? Why I should use this extra thing? Okay, the benefit is that once you install it, you will right click it and you'll get something like open with live server, or you'll get the go live from here also. Okay, so here I'll do a maybe first time I'll do open with live server. Now what will happen? It will open in the okay, so it will open in the okay, it will open in the a different browser. It open actually, so it open in something like this. Okay, it open in something like this. It open, so this is the live server. Okay, it open in something like this. Something like this is there. It is actually a local host thing. Okay, so that is there. And now what's the benefit of it? Suppose I have another P, but I want some text here and I just close that window. So how do I do this thing? So there is a dummy text. This same problem a lot of people have faced. Actually, this problem people have faced 200 years back when they were inventing the printing press. So printing press was invented. They wanted to see what is coming in the newspaper if I give a print, but I don't have any news right now. So there was some text invented which is known as lorem ipsum text, which is right now also used in websites. Okay, so lorem ipsum VS Code comes inbuilt with lorem ipsum generator. I'll write a lorem right like this, and then do a tab like this, and then this lorem thing will be done. Okay, so lorem thing will be done, and now this is some text which looks like a real text, but it is not real text. I'll save it. See, now I will see this thing. The moment I saved it, it is shown here. But if I go here, which is directly loading from here, it is not shown. You have to refresh it. So I don't want to refresh this thing again and again. So I will use this lorem only. Okay, so like VS this live server only. So that is there. Now the next thing which we are going to learn is known as a anchor tag or a link tag. So these are very popular, link tag. And one more thing before going there, I want to tell is that this most of the tags here are known as block level elements, because see this h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6 are there. They are like coming in the different lines. They're coming in different lines. Okay, they're coming in different h1 to h6. They're coming in different lines. So that is there. They're coming in different lines, h1 to h6. Although this second one could have come in the same line, all of this could have come in the same line, but they're coming in different line because they're known as block level elements. Similarly, the paragraph tag could have come in the same line, but it is coming in the next line. Okay, so because it is a like a block level element, so most of the tags are block level elements. Some of them are inline element. Okay, so the next tag is the link tag or the anchor tag, which you're going to learn is the inline element actually. Link tag I'll do, and link tag are given by A. This is also known as anchor tag A, and press I'll do, and href something will come, and actually I'll do it 2 times. Like I'll have 2 anchor tags. So first one I will take one of my site like twd.codes. Okay, so twd.codes is main site. So I'll go here and write twd. So I have another site known as drmztwd, where we are collaborating, and this is about our batches in Bhopal. So this DRM TWD site is for the physical batches in Bhopal. So you can go through both of the sites. Okay. So this 𝐷RMZ, all right. Okay, 𝐷RMZ, all right. Now, so you might have known like this href. I'm giving the site, and this can be anything. And I will add one more thing here. Target equal to underscore blank. Target equal to underscore blank. I will do, and then I will save it. Then I'll save it. Okay. So then what will happen? This these two things. Okay. First thing is to tell that link tag, two link tags are there, they're coming in the same line. If I have like more also here, they'll come in the same line because they are a inline tag. The other thing is that this has been done for like this tw.quotes is there in the href, which is an attribute. So, and this tw is there, underline and all those things come by default. If I click here, and you all might have seen these two things, like it is not possible that you might have not seen the anchor tag. Okay, so I will click it, although it might be having a very beautiful with css. So I'll click on this twd. See, this twd site has been opened, but the problem is that it opened in the same tab, which is not a good thing. To open it in the same tab is not at all a good thing. So what is a good thing? See, if I click here, it will open in a new tab. So that is a good thing. That is coming because I have written something known as target equal to underscore blank. Target equal to underscore blank I have written. That's the reason it is coming. That's the reason it is coming. Okay, so that is there. That's the reason it is coming. So these are the two types you can give the anchor tags. Okay, so that is there. Now the next thing is like we want to look into the list tags. Okay, so lists tag this, and then we'll have ul and ul means unordered list, and then item one, two, three, four, and so ul means unordered list, and li means list item. Unordered list and li means list item. So it will be shown like this. Okay. Now the next thing is you want to see is OL, ordered list. OL means ordered list. Ordered list, the difference is that okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is there. I have not get a job. So you can never get a job with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, at least not on this planet. Maybe on the next planet you can get, which is Mars, because I've heard that on like SpaceX they are using like JavaScript, pure JavaScript. But on planet Earth it is not possible to get a job of Abhishek with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You have to add React or Angular to it, or else it is not possible. If someone is using pure JavaScript, which as I've told on planet Mars it is going to be used the pure JavaScript because Elon Musk want to do that, so then you can get a job on Mars, but it is not possible on planet Earth. Sorry for that. You have to learn anything like React or Angular to get a job. So the moment you have a React or Angular in your resume, you'll get a job. You'll know, don't even have to worry about a job. You don't even have to think about a job. People will come and I don't know how many people have seen that ad Whitehead Junior ad. Kid started creating some app and like everybody's start coming and okay, take this job, take this job. That happens when you know React.js. That happens. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you will not get a job. Okay, so that is there. That is for sure. Like I can guarantee you will not get a job. Okay, so that is there. Without React, it is not possible. Okay, so that is there. OL means ordered list. OL means ordered list, and li and all these things are there. But the problem is that you cannot learn React without learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript because it's a JavaScript library. So that is the thing. And we are going to touch base on React also, and we teach teach React very good on our channel, okay, on our YouTube channel. So that is there. Okay, so that is there, and OL means ordered list. Okay, so that is there, and please you should follow the other thing also. So just learning React is also not like going to help you. You have to like, so I cannot tell all these things here like in topic line like callback and all the things and all the things. And see, the thing is that whatever we tell in JavaScript, you should learn that much only. Go through our channel. We have a JavaScript classes always. So don't learn too much JavaScript, but don't learn too less JavaScript also. You don't have to learn something like callback on or something for React and all. Okay. So all those things you don't have to learn. So rest of those questions you can ask our JavaScript expert, because he is going to take the class from 5 till 7. He's going to cover JavaScript also and React also. Please do attend that thing, and you can ask those questions to him also. So let me complete the HTML first time. And we're going to start something else also, like career doubt solving session also soon. So this kind of doubts also you can always bring it there. So career doubt solving session. Okay, so okay, so why to wait for that thing? Okay. Right, so now someone has failed this attendance. So, okay, no problem. Okay, so one sec. Okay, so let me tell about that also. Like, then I will go like complete it. And so I'm starting a career doubt or technical, not technical doubt, career doubt solving session also. Okay. So if you want to ask anything, it will be on like Zoom. It will be more personalized. Actually, we already take this class, but only for a paid student. But right now I'm opening it for everyone. So that is a career or doubt you will be solving session. Please do register on this thing. I'm I've given this that thing. Okay, so Abhishek, please do register on this, and you can ask me any question there, because it will be on. It will not be technical, like, but you can ask. This is not a technical question. You can ask questions like this, and you can register, and it will be on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday. Actually, it happens right now also, but I'm opening it for everyone. Okay, not only for my paid student. I'm opening it for my everyone, my YouTube people, and everyone I have opened. So that is there. So we have learned about OL, means ordered list is an ordered list. Okay. So like this, if I have this thing like 6, like see, you will see, like it will come like this. Okay. So that is there. And now, okay. Now the next thing which we are going to learn is the form tags. Form tags are something which are very, 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 very important, because in any site you go, like Facebook and all those things you go, you have some form is there. So like you register for the first time, or you log in for the second time. Generally, you don't log in if you're moving through the same browser. So that is also something which is there, which we know how it to do it. So those things are there, but you log in, register, you do a post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those places. So those the user input is taken through something known as form tags. Okay, so we're going to learn about that. Form tags are very, 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 very important. Okay, so now to reach like before form tag, I have come a bit down. I want to tell out two other tags, which is one of them is known as a BR. BR is known as break row. And okay, so let me first tell about a tag known as HR. HR means horizontal rule. It creates a line. And then there is a BR. BR means break row. BR means break row. Break row gives a space. Okay, break row gives a space like this. And now I will also have this thing like, and yeah, like this, and save it. I'll have something. And inside this, I will have the form tags. Okay, form tags like this. Then form. Form tags comes inside forms, and form tags, there are mainly the form tags are like a label and an input. The main type of form tags are will always comes in a pair of label and input. Let us see that. So label is there, and for I will write it as name. What is this? I will tell you. Name, and then input type is text, and name equal to name. id equal to name. Name will name, id equal to name. What is this? I'm going to tell. And then age number, age, age. No. So save this thing. Okay. So the thing is that name and age are there, and the label and input are something which will always comes in a pair. Okay, so label and input are always comes in a pair, and we always have these things. So but how do we know that they are a pair? Like label and input, this label and input is one pair, this label and input is one pair. How do the browser knows they are a pair? So this for is an attribute. So this for attribute is there. For and the id attribute should match. For and the id attribute should match. Name. For and the id attribute should match. Okay, for and the id attribute should match. Okay, so then type text is something which means that I can write a text here. Type number is something which means I can write a number here, and I also have this increase thing. I can increase it also. So that is type number. Type number. Okay. So this is type number, and but then what is this name? Name is something, especially this name. These are all known as attributes, which is something which will go to the back end, which you're going to see. Like it will go from here. How it will go? So I have written Nabendu and 40. So it will go like name Nabendu, age, this age 40. Okay, so like that it will go. We're going to soon see like how it will go. So before going forward, what I'm going to do here, like everything is in one line because everything is inline here. Label is inline, input is inline, but I want them to come in different line because but I'm not I cannot make it very beautiful because I don't know CSS right now. We have not gone through CSS. Okay, so what to do with what to do to bring them in different lines? So there is a tag in HTML known as a div tag. So div tag is like it is used to create blocks, and it is a block level element. So div tag I will do, and I will put it inside this div tag, and then we'll do again a div and put this back, and then I'm save it. See, they're coming in different lines. They're coming in different lines. Now they're still very close to each other. I don't like it, so I'll do BR means break row. I'll do break row, and okay, so okay, so this is there now. The next thing, so a form tag doesn't end there. Form tag has a lot of things because you all might have used a lot of other things also. Like you might have used a text area, you might use a drop down. So let us create those things next. So again, I will have this br and a div thing, and then a label will be there, and then I will have a message and message, and there is something known as a text area. But text area again, this see this name and IDs are coming. So I'll give them thing name and ID. Call and rows, I can remove these things. Okay, so but this text area is not a self-ending. Okay, some of the tags are self-ending, like input is not a self-ending. So what is this text area? Again, the for and ID and name is there. What is the text area? Text area is like a big text box in which I can write multiple things. I am good. I am good. I can write like something like this. So it's a multiple line, and this is a very popular thing because of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the social media. You have this like this text area in which you can write your post and then commit it, and then send it, and it will be sent. Text area is there. Now we're going to see another thing which you all might see. You have seen these two things also when you're going to register something. Okay, so then another thing which is very popular, and this is in sites like Amazon and all, which is known as drop down. Drop down is very popular in Amazon and all. So drop down to take the input label, like I will do color and favor bit color and then select name is color, ID is color, and then again the name and name will be further and foreign ID should be same. Then option value is red and red color, green green color, yellow yellow color. Okay, like this I'll say it. So see the drop down has come. So drop down is again something which is like very important, like, and again okay, so what is this value here? So this value is something which will go like this. Okay, name will go color equal to red if I choose red, color equal to green if I choose green, color equal to yellow if I choose yellow, not the yellow color and all to the back end. Okay, so now the next thing which we are going to learn is the check boxes. Okay, is the check boxes. Sec. Okay, so the next thing is the check boxes and the radio boxes which you're going to see, which are again a very important thing. Okay, so I'll come here and do a vr and a div and h o and h o and what do you own, like this, what do you own. Then input, so input is something which we can have earlier also. Input type CHECK checkbox, and name is equal to vehicle 1, value equal to bike, and ID equal to bike, and label is for is bike, and this is also bike, and I'll have a equal to, this will be car, car, like this. And these are the check boxes. You can select one or you can select multiple. So that is like this. You can select one or you can select multiple. These are the check boxes. And again, the check boxes, there is one thing like a name is vehicle 1 and vehicle 2. So these two things like are different. Okay. Uh, these two things are considered different. Okay. In a check boxes. So now again, we are going to see the next thing, which is a radio box. Okay, so radio box is very popular to take something like which has got only one input, like a gender we can take with radio box. So again, I will have a h4 and I will give a gender, and then I will have a input type is radio, name equal to gender, and value equal to male, ID equal to male, and label is for is male. Input type radio gender, and let's have for the female, 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 and this is other, the other, and other. So in radio box are to choose only one thing. If I choose the male, male will be choose. Choose the female, female will be not chosen. So like this, I can choose this thing. Okay, so the difference here is that like the name is gender. is always this, and this will be same, like gender is there. But here vehicle 1, vehicle 2 are different. Okay. So that is the difference between radio box and checkbox also. This is always a gender. Okay. So that is there. Now we have written all these things. Now how to like submit this thing? How do I submit this thing? So we can submit this thing with a button. Okay. So but in a forms we have got a special kind of button. Actually, this button tag can be there outside a form also. Okay, so like it is done with a button and like a send. But if the same thing I will have here, button is send. So inside a form, I have to have something special known as type equal to SUBMIT. Inside a form, you have to always take a type equal to submit. But outside a form, a normal button is there. So what is the difference? Is this is normal button I'm clicking, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening because all the functionality needed to come from JavaScript. But this type submit has got some special feature. Suppose I choose all these things like green and bike and car and mail, and I'll choose. And then I'll send it. See closely two things. One is this thing and one is this thing. Okay. So if I send it, first it submitted something, and this is how it used to be sent earlier. Like to the database, we have not created a database because this is a complete thing which we teach, but it is quite ahead. And then it got refreshed also. When it got refreshed, all the data has been wiped clean. So what it sent actually, so let us cut this thing and let me paste it here and let me see. So name equal to Nabendu. So this name equal to Nabendu. Then this age is there. Then this message is there. Uh, then this color message. See, message is something like this. Then this color is there. Color is green has given. Vehicle 1 and vehicle 2 are different, as I was telling. Car is there. Car vehicle 1, vehicle 2. Gender is like same only, male. But vehicle 1 and vehicle 2 have gone different. This is how it is sent to the backend. Okay. So that is there. Now we'll come to the actually the last topic in HTML. After that, we're going to start with CSS, which is like how to have the images. So image tag. I'm going to tell the image tag. So image tag, there is like it's showing this thing. Okay, sometime it still shows. Okay, so this image tag is something which we are going to see, and it is a very important thing because images are very important. Again, we're going to see two ways to show the images. Okay, so from where I should take the image? I will take the image from unsplash.com, unsplash.com, and here I will take maybe uh, this image I'll take. Okay, so then I will download it, and click it. Then it is downloaded. So I'll do unsplash. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a images folder, and in the images folder I will put this unsplash like this. So this is how you can do it. Okay, one way is this unsplash, I put it here, and the other way is like suppose this image is there, I'll right click and copy image link. So first way is like here I will give the space like images and slash one slash dot jpg, and it is like water, it was some water thing. And the second way is that I'll paste it. So I'm pasting this thing and I'll write it. Okay, I'll save it. Now you will see both of the images are being shown. Okay, both of the images are being shown, but they're very big. They're very big. Okay, so in CSS like HTML, we don't have many things like, but we can give the always give the width to 600 and height equal to 400. We can give both of these things. Width equal to 600, height equal to 400, and like this. Save it and see. written header in given, and it is been shown like this. But one last thing here is that what is this alt? What is this alt? Alt is something which has been shown if somehow like this uh, image is not being able to show, then the alt is been shown. So suppose this link is somehow wrong, so like that is there, and I'll save it. So there is no link like this. So this, see, this woman is now showing, alt is showing. But in Firefox it shows in a different way. Actually, most of you will not use Firefox. Most of you are going to use the Chrome. In Chrome, you see a broken image has been shown. So that is like this. Okay, so with this, actually, I will actually we have actually completed the HTML, and now we are going to start with the CSS now, and CSS will be taken by another teacher from TWD, whose name is Mosam. So we'll start with CSS now. Okay. So
So, hi all, and a warm welcome to all of you on the special day where we are conducting boot camp. And this boot camp is very efficiently helpful to all of you, for all those people who are willing to learn on the basics part of the things. And this will be again a very important thing for all of you, because we are covering each and everything, and that too will be in a free mode. Okay, so that is how it goes and my boss has covered the basis of HTML, the importance of LinkedIn, and second is what I'm taking care of HTML basics part. My counterpart Hari will take you through the React and JavaScript part. So this will again be a very win-win situation for all of you, because this time we are covering all the things, and sometimes we are taking care of communication skills also. One minute, one minute. So let us go through with the basics of CSS. Now, CSS, what is CSS? CSS is again okay. Before jump into the main topics, I just want to tell you that you all have a chance to win the participation certificate, and all these certificates will be provided free of cost to all of you on your registered mail ID which you entered in the form. Okay, so that is how it goes like that, and on your registered mail ID you will get those certificates. So those who filled all the attendance form have the chance to get the participation certificate. Fine. So this is the first thing. Okay. Second thing is that I hope everybody is available, and everybody is available, or everybody has joined our WhatsApp group also. In case you are not available on the WhatsApp group, please reply in the comment section, so that I will share the WhatsApp group link, so that everybody will join there. Those are already in some of the WhatsApp group. No need to join on this group, because the communication goes on all the group is same. So it is not good for you to join on to be present on every group. If you are available on one group, that is also more than enough. Okay. So in the comment section, please let me know in case everybody is there. in the WhatsApp group or not. So that I can share the group link. Okay, so that thing I will be taking care. I will be sharing the WhatsApp group link after some time. But before going further, okay, I just want to have an idea that from which part of cities actually you are from. So I guess some are from north, some are from south, some are from east, some are from west, some are from central part also. So that is what I'm looking after, that that of which cities. I just want my friends and colleagues are here. So can you quickly please reply in the comment section with only your city name? Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Haryana, Punjab. Only the city name I just want to have. Hyderabad. Thanks, Sweta. Hi, my dear friend Jaydeep. Hi. So I just want to have an idea that from which city you all people are from. Just quickly type the name of the city, so that I just have an idea. Shweta is the first one to share it. So I will try to do something special for Shweta. Shweta official, can I have your actual name, please, so that while distributing the certificate, let me take care of this thing. तो अरे कहाँ है भाई लोग भाई, किसी का रिप्लाई नहीं आ रहा है. Sheelam Shweta. Okay, Sheelam Shweta. Very good. Okay, Chennai. So I'm just looking after people who are from Chennai also. Very good. जल्दी जल्दी रिप्लाई करो भाई. Be quick, be fast. इतना टाइम लोगे तो हो गया काम. तमिलनाडु विच सिटी. आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग आफ्टर द सिटी, नॉट द स्टेट. स्टेट तो मेरे को पता है कि चेन्नई कौन से स्टेट में आता है. ओके. मध्य प्रदेश भाइयों. विक्की भाई, मध्य प्रदेश में कहाँ से हो आप? मनबंदूरी, मुंबई. ओके. Vellore. Okay, got it. Vellore. There is a very in Vellore there is a very big hospital which is CMC Vellore, if I'm not wrong. Vellore, Mumbai. Okay, Dehradun. अरे very good है. People from extreme north are also here. भोपाल. अरे very good विक्की भाई, भोपाल से बहुत बढ़िया है, बहुत बढ़िया. पुणे. Okay. Quickly 4 5 people reply. We will see, and then we will go ahead. Okay, Pune. Okay, so just got an idea that people from South, people from Central India, and people from North is here. No one is from, I can say, Gujarat side and East side, Northeast. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So, चलो चालू करते हैं अभी. Okay. So, what is CSS? CSS is basically cascading style sheet. Okay, which is used to style the web page. और in a very layman language, HTML में अपन जो एलिमेंट लिखते हैं उनको स्टाइल करने का काम CSS में होता है. बस वही काम है CSS का. What we write in HTML. Okay. Coimbatore. Very good. So Coimbatore, I have not visited Coimbatore, but my colleague Hari, he's from Coimbatore, who is taking the JavaScript and React after me in the same session. So he's from Coimbatore. Okay, so that is why I have asked. Okay, so here, CSS is basically cascading style sheet, which is used to make the HTML elements decorative, attractive, and without CSS, things are like means it is not decorative, it is not attractive, it does not looks good at all. So CSS is very much required in this current particular scenario in order to make the web page responsive, web page attractive, web page beautiful, like that. So without CSS, things are, you can imagine a food, you can imagine a food without salt without anything, any ingredient, only a food, only the raw vegetables you will get it. So if you imagine a house, or let us say if you want to build a house, okay. So the structure is the stable part. The designing part means what is the color of the wall of the bedroom, drawing room, living room, kitchen, which size of window, where to put the window, where to put the fan, how many fans, and where to put the AC. All these things will come into CSS. So that is why the importance of CSS is like that. Okay, now quickly let me have the setup. So this is the setup which my friend did it. So okay, so let me have the code for this thing. Okay, so we have this in the name of HTML, but I am not getting it. So let once again. One second. So is it the same thing? It's not coming. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so no need to worry. We'll create a totally new structure, and we will design the things. So here, what we will do, let me have a new folder with the name of CSS, and simply drag and drop. Some problem with the HTML VS Code. क्या हो गया भाई? Hey there, my name is Abdul. I am from Pakistan. Can get a certificate for free. Yes, Abdul, you can get the certificate for free. But for this thing, you need to attend the complete session. In the complete session, we send some certificates. Sorry, we send some attendance form. So you need to fill all the attendance form. Once you fill all the attendance form, uh, we will send the certificates on your registered mail on your mail ID which you entered in the form. That certificates will be sent by Sunday. End of the day means Sunday around 10 p.m. 11 p.m. you will get it. And once it will be sent, we will inform in the WhatsApp group that the certificates has been sent. Okay. So it goes like that. But 1 minute. It is not coming. 1 second. Seems some problem with VS Code. ओके, वेस्ट बंगाल। बट वेस्ट बंगाल में किस शहर से हो भाई, मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ। Okay, so some technical problem with the VS Code. So we have opened the VS Code with the help of terminal. So this is called as terminal. With the help of that, you can open VS Code also. So that is the importance. Okay, now let me quickly add the folder in CSS, so it is there. Now let us have the file index.html, and here in this thing particularly, okay, fine, everything is perfectly here. So 1 minute. Okay, so quickly let me have a emit functionality which shows your classes are amazing. Thank you, thank you. You are giving experience. अरे थैंक यू भाई, थैंक यू टेक कोडर, सही बोल रहे हो आप। आपका नाम और बता देंगे तो क्या हमें थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा। विक्की व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप देते हैं आपको, चिराग गोस्वामी दिल्ली। ओके, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप का लिंक मैं थोड़ी देर में इस पे डालता हूँ। सो आई विल शेयर द ग्रुप लिंक ऑफ द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप in the live chat after some time, okay, so that you all will get joined in the group. Now next thing, tech order, okay, okay. So here let me have the name, the title as CSS, save it, and here, so there are three ways in which we can add CSS. So first one is inline, second one is internal, third one is external. So these are the three ways in which we can add CSS. Fine. Now let us check this live. So so the now the basic setup, screen setup needs to be done. This is the setup. Now, for writing HTML code and a VS code, you need only two things: a browser and VS Code. So we have a VS Code and we have a browser. Now, which browser to use? That is a very important question. So always prefer Google Chrome as your default browser. Here, my browser is Safari because I'm using a Mac PC. So I just want to just do the Chrome browser, because so many things are not supporting by many of the browsers. So that is why it is recommended to use Google Chrome as your preferred browser. Now, there are three ways in which we can add CSS. First one is inline, second one is internal, third one is external. अभी भाइयों इसका मतलब जो है, जैसे इनलाइन का नेचुरल मीनिंग क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द नेचुरल मीनिंग ऑफ इनलाइन? इनलाइन मींस इन द सेम लाइन. अभी व्हाट इज द नेचुरल मीनिंग ऑफ इंटरनल? इंटरनल मींस इंटरनल, मतलब अंदर अंदर कहीं. एक्सटर्नल का मतलब क्या होता है? थोड़ा बाहर पोर्शन में. So try to take the output of the meaning of the words from their natural meaning. Okay, so that will make you to link the things very easily. Fine. Now, inline. Inline means in the same line. So let us have the thing here. Okay, so WhatsApp group link has been shared for your quick reference. You all are requested to please join the WhatsApp group. In case you are available on any of the group, please don't join it, because the same thing, we are sending the same things in each and every group. Okay. Now, inline. So with the help of the style tag, we apply the CSS. So we have the property which is called as background. कहाँ गया भाई? Background color, and the name of the color, let's say brown. So once I saved it, you can see the name of the color is brown and it is getting showed in the inline type of CSS. Fine. Now, second one is internal. What is internal? Internal means internally we apply CSS directly to the HTML file. Here in the inline, we apply CSS directly to the HTML element इंटरनल में हम सीधे HTML फाइल पे लगाते हैं. So with the help of I'll tag to background color with the help of hash double F double O double A. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. Now, third thing is the external. Okay, third thing is the external. Now, what is external? External means externally we apply CSS directly to the this HTML file. धर्मेंद्र प्रजापति जी, MP में कहाँ से हैं आप? भाइयों, मैं सिटी जानना चाहता हूँ. सिटी अलग होती है, स्टेट अलग होता है. पन्ना, पन्ना, अरे बहुत बढ़िया. पन्ना मतलब अपना ये हीरा पन्ना वाला ना, छतरपुर. छतरपुर के पास से हो आप, ऐसा समझ पा रहा हूँ मैं. चलिए, बढ़िया, वेरी गुड. Okay, so let us see the external way of adding CSS. So for this thing, okay, so for this thing we need to create a new file. So we have file style.css, style.css, and here what we do, we apply the CSS property of background color, and here we will add the color in the form of a RGB pattern. So we have the value as 0, 100 and 255. So this is how it goes like that. But for this thing, we need to have a link tag which links both the CSS. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. Now, in the external way of CSS, we have a separate external file, and here we have the thing where we can have the link tag which links both the HTML and the CSS file. Okay. Now, in these three type of CSS, okay, in these three type of CSS, if you have noticed one thing, okay, if you have noticed one thing, I have only added a single property which is called as the background color. Okay, so in this background color property, if you have noticed one thing, I have only added the color. Okay, and in the color, if you see, I have added the color in three different ways. Okay, so here in this in this way of adding color, if you see, I have added color in the form of three different ways. So first one is simple typing the name of the color, which is the brown, which I did it. Okay. So here, if you see, first one is simply typing the name of the color. Means here, by simply typing the name of the color, we have added the property. So there are around 140 color names which you can add it. So let us check out that also. So we have the HTML color picker. We have the HTML color picker. And the next thing we have the HTML color codes. Okay. So these are the 140 color names which you can simply just click it, copy the code, this one, and this one, and simply apply it. So you will get this kind of color very easily. Okay. So that is what it has been called as the color. Now, second one is in the inline. I have added the background color with the form of a hash kind of a thing. Hash. After hash, we have double F, double O, double M. So here, if you see, So here, if you see, hash represents a hexadecimal color system. So if you people are from background engineering, or you have learned some uh, number system, or if you have learned number system, so number system एक hexadecimal number system होता है जिसमें कि number system की value होती है 0 to f, means 0 to 9 and 8 to f. So अभी ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? उसका रेंज बढ़ाने के लिए, because in order to increase the range we are doing this particular kind of a thing. So here if you see, we have the number system, we have the hexadecimal color system where the first two digits, this first two digits, double F represents the red color. Okay, first two represents the red color, second two means double zero represents the green color, and double A represents the blue color. So it is a kind of a RGB pattern. Okay, now after that we have the next thing where we have a color which have the RGB pattern. Okay, now in this RGB pattern we have to have the value starting from 0 to 255. Now let us check out how it goes like that. So the RGB pattern, it is here. So we have the simple, just drag and drop. You can create anything with the help, any color with the help of. So if it is 0, see, it is black. If it is 255, 255, 255 कहाँ गया भाई, or 255, it is white. So the color starts from black to white. Now here in this particular HTML color picker website, which is again managed by the W3 School, as you all know, W3 School manages the HTML and the CSS. So here in this particular kind of web page, we have the HTML color picker, which have all the colors inbuilt. Okay, so click on any color, you have the color code here. Simply copy it and paste it. So no, okay, so one more thing. So here we have another kind of a color system which is called as a HSL. Okay, now what is this HSL? So here H stands for hue, S for saturation, L for lightness. So hue contains the colors. One minute.
यार कुछ भी लिख के पाकिस्तान के पाकिस्तान के को बताएंगे उसको ब्लॉक करना ना, वो कुछ भी कोई प्लेसमेंट करवाओगे.
1 minute, my dear friends. 1 minute. A very important thing. Request your request 1 minute, please. 1 minute, 1 minute. Very important thing. Just a minute, please. Guys, please don't talk abusive here. Means we are here for a particular thing, but if you are looking for something different, means it is not acceptable here. So 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. वन मिनट भाइयों, बस हो गया है। Okay, so very important thing that guys please be observe. Obviously मतलब कि respectful, because we don't want some kind of people who are looking after these things. So भाइयों, एक we are from a good family, so please maintain that decorum. Okay, so let us check out let us continue the session. Okay, so H means hue. Hue contains the colors. Okay, colors means RGB form. S for saturation. Saturation contains the sharpness. Okay, sharpness means the sharpness of the image, how clear the image is. And after that, we have the lightness. Lightness means the brightness of the image. So कुछ करना नहीं है, यहाँ पे कलर को सेलेक्ट करने का, उसको कॉपी करने का और अपने यहाँ पे पेस्ट करने का, आ जाएगा कलर। और यहाँ पे कैसे कलर बनाना है, बस इसको ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर लो, ऐसे जैसे मर्जी का कलर हो बिंदास बनाओ। इसको कॉपी करो, इसको कॉपी करो, किसी एक को भी कॉपी करो, डाल दो, आ जाएगा कलर। ओके, सो दैट इज हाउ इट गोस लाइक दैट। Now after this thing, let us see the, okay, so let us have a paragraph with some basic font styles. Okay, so this is a paragraph, dummy paragraph. So let us type this paragraph. तो ये अपना पैराग्राफ हो गया, कहाँ गया भाई? Let us have a font size of, let's say 30 px. Okay, after this 30 px, we have letter spacing of, let's say 1.5 rem. Letter spacing. After letter spacing, we have a word spacing, which is kind of, let's say 0.5 pm. After that, we have a line height property, let's say 10 px. 10 seems small, 30 px, very small, 60 px, very good. And after line height, we have text transform to uppercase. And after that, we have text decoration to overline. And after that, we can have next thing, which is called as font family of, let's say, Arial, Helvetica, and Sans Serif. Now, what is this? All these things. So these are some basic font properties. Okay, these are some basic font properties. So here, font size. You all know font size. भैया सब स्मार्टफोन चलाते हो, लैपटॉप चलाते हो, सबको पता है font size क्या होता है. किसी को नहीं पता font size तो comment section में लिख के देना. If anyone don't know what is font size, please reply that I want to know what is font size. Okay, I will tell that particular person individually. Now after this font size, let us check out the next thing, which is called as a letter spacing. Letter spacing का भैया हिंदी मतलब क्या होता है, नेचुरल मतलब क्या होता है, स्पेसिंग बिटवीन द लेटर्स. तो इसका मतलब यही होता है, स्पेसिंग बिटवीन द लेटर्स, वी हैव द वैल्यू व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज द 1.5 RA. आफ्टर लेटर स्पेसिंग वी हैव द वर्ड स्पेसिंग. वर्ड स्पेसिंग मींस spacing between the words. So we have the value which is called as the 0.5 em. After letter spacing, word spacing, we have line height. So line height means spaces between the lines. Spaces between the lines. Okay. After that, we have the text transform. Text transform to uppercase. ओके, सो एक कमेंट सेक्शन में चेक कर लेते हैं सबसे, भाई फॉन्ट साइज सबको पता है क्या? फॉन्ट साइज क्या होता है? सो इज एवरीबॉडी नो फॉन्ट साइज? कैन समवन रिप्लाई विद यस और नो? सो लेट मी चेक आउट हाउ मेनी पीपल यू नो How many people know what is font size? So quickly जरा comment section में बताएंगे कि I know font size. भाई लोग थोड़ा बता दो, मुझे पता चले किस किसको पता है font size क्या होता है. विक्की बताओ यार, बताओ. श्वेता, विक्की, और कौन था हमारे? धर्मेंद्र. हाँ, धर्मेंद्र प्रजापति जी बताइए जरा फॉन्ट साइज क्या होता है. विक्की हो गया. चंदन जी बताइए. अभिषेक, पूजा, सोमू. तो अरे भाई, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू. और देख लो दो चार लोगों के कमेंट्स जरा. लेट अस सी सम मोर पीपल कमेंट्स आल्सो दैट दे नो फॉन्ट साइज और नॉट. Because if we are going, let everybody go together. Okay, so that's my concept. So let us check out. Some more people will know font size, or is there anyone who does not know what is font size? भाई रिप्लाई करो फटाफट जरा, क्योंकि अगले 10 सेकंड के अंदर रिप्लाई चाहिए फटाफट सबसे. समझ, इससे ये भी समझ में आता है हाउ मेनी पीपल आर अटेंटिव एक्चुअली, और पीपल हैव जस्ट ओपन इट एंड डूइंग सम अदर वर्क एंड जस्ट ओके, हाँ हो गया, मेरे को सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. ओके 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 ओके. अरे भाई बहुत बढ़िया यार, बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक है, चलो, आई गॉट इट दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल मेजॉरिटी नोस व्हाट इज फॉन्ट साइज. चलो, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी वेरी नाइस दिलीप, थैंक्स थैंक्स. Okay, now after this we have the text transform. Text transform means we can transform the text in uppercase, capital, upper letter, capital letter, first letter small, first letter capital, like that. And after that we have the text decoration. Text decoration, we have the values as overlined, underlined, like that. So I have picked a value which is overlined. Either this is Sunita. Sunita ji, namaskaram. Okay. Now after this we have a font family. Now font family, again a very important thing. What is a font family? So here so many fonts are selected. Let me make it ARIAL. Okay. So here we have a font family where a minimum of 3 available fonts are here. Okay. So why we have 3 fonts for a font family? Because in font family, what is happening here? The first font, Arial font, is the primary font, and this two are the secondary font. Now, what is primary and what is secondary? Okay, Vicky, a font is often. अरे भाई, आपने तो थ्री इडियट्स वाली डेफिनेशन बोल दी यार. अरे जनरल मीनिंग विक्की भाई, उसमें क्या है? थ्री इडियट्स की डेफिनेशन नहीं चाहिए मेरे को फॉन्ट्स की. फॉन्ट्स क्या होता है बस उतना पता होना चाहिए. अपन को कोई आईएएस आईपीएस में थोड़ी लिखना है. ठीक है, बस जनरल नॉलेज, सिंपल कॉमन लेवल लैंग्वेज पता होना चाहिए. मैं आपको जैसे समझा रहा हूँ वैसे आप भी किसी को समझा पाओ. कोई आपसे पूछे, अरे विक्की भाई फॉन्ट साइज क्या होता है? अरे फॉन्ट साइज होता है, फॉन्ट की हाइट कितनी होती है, बस उतना ही होता है फॉन्ट साइज. तो डेफिनेशन ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, आपको पता है, कोई बात नहीं, बट उसको समझने की कोशिश करें. चलो नेक्स्ट पे. हाँ, okay, fonts. Okay, font family. So what is happening currently? Why minimum of 3 fonts we are taking care? Because sometimes it is not possible for each and every browser. Okay, sometimes it is not possible by each and every browser to support each and everything. Okay, so that is why what is happening? We are taking a primary font and a secondary font. So earlier I have my by default browser is a Safari, but I have changed this to Google Chrome. Why I did this? Because Google Chrome supports most of the available things which is currently available in World Wide Web. Fine. Now, so my primary font is Arial font. Now suppose Google Chrome does not support Arial font. So what it will immediately do? It will immediately pick up the next available font. It will immediately pick up the next available font, which is the Helvetica in the sans serif font. Now, let's say, suppose Safari does not support Arial font and the Helvetica font. So what it will do? It will automatically pick up the next available font, which is the सेंस सेरिफ फॉन्ट। अरे सुनीता जी नमस्कारम नमस्कारम, गुड इवनिंग गुड इवनिंग। हो गया, अभी 2 बार हो गया यार। Okay, so now these fonts which I have written in front of you are called as the traditional fonts. Fine, these are the traditional fonts. Now, if you want to have a look of the fonts which is being used these days, so these are called as the Google fonts. So अभी Google तो अपनी लाइफ में सभी जगह घुस गया भाई, तो Google ने अपने क्या फॉन्ट भी निकाल दिए हैं। तो ये हैं गूगल फॉन्ट्स। देखते हैं, थोड़ा सा स्टडी करते हैं क्या होते हैं ये, व्हाट इज दिस। So here you can see. Okay, so let me have this particular thing, and we will try to see कहाँ गया भैया, write something. Now see, अभी जो अपना कंटेंट है, how it looks like in the Google font. Okay, क्योंकि भाई कुछ मैंने गलत बोल दिया तो माफ करना, बट ऐसा मेरा सोचना है। बिल्कुल डाउन टू अर्थ समझाओ आप लोगों को, बिल्कुल समझ में आएगा। और बैंगलोर, अच्छा, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। हाउ टू लर्न फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर। फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर ही कर रहे हैं मैडम, HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट रिएक्ट सब है हमारे पास में। ओके, सो हेयर इफ यू सी, सुनीता जी आप हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। ग्रुप का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाला हुआ है, लाइव चैट में आप देखिए, यू विल गेट द डिस्क्रिप्शन लिंक है, यू विल जॉइन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप। वी आर अगेन गोइंग टू हैव a paid web development group starting from 15th of April on Zoom live, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, a paid web development batch starting from 15th of April on Zoom live, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. we are going to have soon. So grab it. Okay, so अरे भाई आप 9,000 वाला करो या 9 लाख वाला करो, जॉब मिल जाएगी। जॉब आप पे डिपेंड करती है, आप कितना एफर्ट डालते हो। आप समझो मेरी बात। आप फ्री वाला करोगे ना, हमारा जो फ्री वाला चलता है उससे भी जॉब मिली है लोगों को। वी हैव अ पर्सन हु हैज लर्न फ्री फ्रॉम अवर सीरीज, फ्रॉम अवर वेब डेवलपमेंट बूट कैंप, एंड ही has got a job. The name of the person is Gautam. Means 2 3 days 4 days before only we have posted this on our LinkedIn. Okay, let us see the Google font. The audience school पढ़ाते हैं तब आपका प्लेसमेंट कॉल अच्छा होना चाहिए। ओके 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 ओके, so let us check out a font. So this thing also, this Alcatra font seems good, a kind of italic. So let us pick out this particular thing, and we will import this. And let me have the import command. So I have added it. Now, what we are going to do here, this is not required. Yeah. Simply copy the name of the font, and here, now see our font. See how beautiful. Let me remove this letter spacing and word spacing and also the text transform line height property. So with the help of the Google fonts, it looks very beautiful. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. So for you people, try to add Google fonts, because Google fonts actually change the look of the entire thing in the page. Okay, now after this font family, let us have another font. Let us have another font here. Okay, so what we do, let me have another paragraph. We'll have a lorem of, let's say, 10. So this is a very small kind of a thing. Now a problem is coming. That problem is what? That the set of styles. what we have written for the first paragraph. अभी जो अपन ने स्टाइल्स लिखी इस पैराग्राफ के लिए वो यहाँ पे भी कॉपी हो रही है, तो क्या करेंगे, एक सेग्रीगेशन करना पड़ेगा इन दोनों के बीच में. तो that segregation will be possible with the help of classes and IDs. Okay, so for this particular thing, classes and IDs I have introduced, because with the help of classes and IDs we can target the HTML elements. Okay, so let us check out how we are going to use it. So let us apply the class here. Now let's say top and a ID here, bottom. Okay, so here we have a class top, bottom, and ID bottom. So classes and IDs both are used to target the HTML element. First thing, same class can be used multiple times, but ID can only be used one time. Dot is used to target class and hash is used to target ID. So these are the three basic differences between them. Now, let us have a understanding how we are going to apply it. So P dot top P. Now see, this particular set of style is only applicable to this particular set of paragraphs. So that is how it goes like that. Okay. Now after this thing, let us target the bottom. So we have at bottom font size of, let's say, 30px. So it goes like that. Now see the difference between a Google font content and a normal traditional font. So that is why it is advisable to use Google Fonts. Fine. Now after this thing, let me have some padding of, let's say, 30px, a margin of, let's say, 20px, and a border of 40px solid with black color. Now, what is this all about? So padding, wadding, क्या होता है यार ये padding margin? So I just want to tell you that with the help of this particular kind of thing, I just want to tell you that there is a property which is called as a box model property. Okay, so a box model property contains of four things inside it. First one is the content. After content, we have padding. After padding, we have a border. After border, we have a margin. So the structure is like that. So let us go to the inspect part and देखते हैं कैसा शो होता है भैया. So ये है बॉक्स मॉडल, देखिए, कंटेंट, पैडिंग, बॉर्डर, मार्जिन. ओके, अभी कंटेंट पैडिंग बॉर्डर मार्जिन, कंटेंट के चारों तरफ ऑन ऑल द फोर साइड्स ऑफ कंटेंट वी हैव पैडिंग. सी, प्लीज फोकस ऑन द कर्सर, प्लीज फोकस ऑन द कर्सर ऑफ द mouse. So this is the padding, this is the padding. After padding we have border, so this is the border. After border we have a margin, so after border we have the margin. So that is how it goes like that. So for this thing, let us see some more alternatives as how we are going to apply this thing. So let me have for this thing, let's have padding. अरे भाई, padding top, let's say 10px. Padding left, 20px. Padding bottom, 30px. Padding right, 40px. So that is how it goes like that. So here what we did, On different size of the content, we have the different paddings available. So that is how it goes like that. So here, this is the way in which we can have. So it goes like that. After this thing, let us check out the margin. So for the margin kind of a thing, what we do, we have a margin top of, let's say, 40 px, left 30 px, bottom 20 px, right 10 px. So here what we did, on different size of margin, we have different kind of the spaces available. So that is how it goes like that. Okay. So that is the reason where we can have the different kinds of the things. Okay, now after this thing, we, so 1 minute, one. Mm-hmm. Here, 1 minute. Okay, so here, let us continue again. Okay, so here let us have. अरे thank you धर्मेंद्र जी, आपने लिखा बहुत बड़ी अच्छी बात है, आपको पता है. Okay, so after this classes and IDs, we have checked the box for now also. Now after this thing, let us check out the styling of list property. What is styling of list? So for this particular thing, but let me have a structure. We have a structure div, we have a h2, and we have कैसे कर रहे हैं li into 6. So this is a structure which I have created for you to in order to understand the so what we do, we have the okay, so we have the header category and ULA anchor text. So I don't want a click functionality, so I will put hash here. Okay, and in this we have the content as let's say we have the color names red, green, blue, yeah, hi, blue, black, orange, and PU of purple. So these are the name of the colors which I've added. Now we have it. Now let us add parent class in the div. So we have 𝐏𝐸𝐽𝐽𝐜𝐢𝐜𝐸s categories. Okay, so we have the parent class with the name of the class as categories. Okay, so so now see, as I have not used the classes and IDs here, so if I use, so this particular class of h2 applies to all the h2 available in the stream code. So that is how it goes like that. Now try to understand the structure of this particular thing. So we have the parent class. So we have the parent class. So we have the parent class div with the class name as categories. After that, we have a header 2 which contains the content as category. And after that, we have a UL which contains LI, which contains an anchor tag with a hash in the href and the content as name of the colors inside it. So that is the entire structure. And this is a kind of a list which is prepared here. So we are going to style this particular kind of a list. So for this thing, let me pick up the so what we do, dot categories, and let me have border property of, let's say, 5px solid. So what so far we have seen, we will use those particular things only to style the list. Okay, so let us, we have solid with blue color, and we have a border radius property of, let's say, 10, so that these sharp edges will get removed. अरे भाई जॉब लगने के लिए, फॉर यू टू गेट ए जॉब यू नीड टू बी ए जॉब रेडी. अभी समझो मेरी बात, सबके लिए एक बात बताता हूँ, हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, सबको समझ में आएगा. जॉब किसी को भी लग जाएगा, और उसके लिए आपको रेडी होना चाहिए. कोई इंटरव्यू में कोई सवाल पूछेगा आपको, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए. मैं रिकमेंड करूंगा आपको, बट मैं रिकमेंड तब करूंगा ना जब आप मुझे कुछ बताओगे कि हाँ मेरे को ये पता है, मेरे को ये पता है, मेरे को ये पता है. मैं आपका इंटरव्यू लूंगा, तो आप पास हो गए, तो मैं आपको रिकमेंड कर सकता हूँ 4 लोगों को, 6 लोगों को. भाई आप, हाँ, तो मेरी बात आप समझो, ठीक है. एवरीबडी हैव टू बी अ जॉब रेडी, देन ओनली यू विल गेट द प्रॉपर थिंग. सो प्लीज समझो बात को. और ऐसे कमेंट करने से कोई मतलब नहीं होगा ना. क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि भाई आप समझो, आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, आपको लिंक्डइन पे शो करो. आप एक काम करते हैं, थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं और समझते हैं कि इसमें जॉब कैसे लग सकती है. ठीक है. पहली चीज, लैंग्वेजेस आपको अच्छे से आनी चाहिए. कौन कौन सी लैंग्वेजेस? HTML, CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट, रिएक्ट. ये 4 चीज आप अच्छे से सीखो. ठीक है. HTML सीख लिया, बढ़िया. आपको लगता है HTML सीख लिया? एक साइट आपको बताता हूँ. कंटेंट मेंटर. खुल जाओ, खुल जाओ, खुल जाओ. देखिए, ये साइट है, इसमें प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं बहुत सारे. ये देखिए, ये प्रोजेक्ट आप बना सकते हो. एज कैलकुलेटर ऐप, HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट से. इसको बनाओ. वर्क किट लैंडिंग पेज HTML CSS से बन जाएगी. इसके बाद में डिक्शनरी वर्ड ऐप, ये देखिए आप, HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट और API, इसको यूज करके आप बना सकते हो. तो यहाँ से आप प्रोजेक्ट उठा लो. आप कुछ मत करो, सिंपल. HTML CSS को उठा लो 5 प्रोजेक्ट, HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट को उठा लो 5 प्रोजेक्ट, HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट API को उठा लो 5 प्रोजेक्ट. बस बना के डाल दो लिंक्डइन पे. फिर आप देखो आपको कैसे जॉब नहीं लगेगी। उसके लिए आपको बहुत पढ़ना पड़ेगा, इसको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, इसको बनाना पड़ेगा। इट इज नॉट कि मैंने ऐसे बोल दिया और आपने ऐसे बना दिया, नहीं। ये करने के लिए आपको 1 साल लगेगा। तो मेरी बात सबको समझ में आई? ये कर लो, आपको ऑटोमेटिक जॉब लगेगी, आप ये करोगे। अच्छा, और दूसरी चीज, लिंक्डइन पे सबके लिंक्डइन पे अकाउंट होने चाहिए, ठीक है। लिंक्डइन पे अकाउंट खोल लो, अच्छे से बना लो। और अकाउंट खोलने के बाद, बनाने के बाद में, लिंक्डइन आपको एक परमिशन देता है कि आप 50 कॉन्टैक्ट्स को ऐड कर सकते हो हर हफ्ते, ठीक है। तो 50 कॉन्टैक्ट्स को ऐड कर लो हर हफ्ते। लिंक्डइन के कनेक्शंस बढ़ाओ, कॉन्टैक्ट्स बढ़ाओ, देख समझ को लोगों को ऐड करो, और अपने लिंक्डइन को ग्रो करो। लिंक्डइन ग्रो होगा, लिंक्डइन क्या एक पेड़ है, पेड़ बढ़ेगा, फल आएंगे, फल मिलेंगे, छाई मिलेगी, ऐसा बोलेंगे। अभी समझ में आया? या किसी को डाउट हो तो आप पूछो। सबको जॉब खुद ब खुद मिल जाएगी यार, सब आपको खुद बताओगे सर आपने बताया था, ऐसा ऐसा करा, जॉब मिल गई। सिंपल है, उसमें कुछ नहीं करना पड़ेगा, आपको कुछ नहीं करना पड़ेगा। मेरी बात आप समझो। समझ में आया? या कोई डाउट है, या किसी को नहीं समझ में आया तो अपन दोबारा इस पे डिस्कस कर लेते हैं 2 मिनट वापस से। इफ यू अंडरस्टूड व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, प्लीज रिप्लाई विद यस। समझ में आया? या जो भी आपको समझ में आता है आप लिख के बताओ, मुझे थोड़ा समझ में आएगा कि आप लोगों को समझ में आया मैंने क्या बोला। तेरे भाइयों, अरे कुछ तो लिखो कमेंट बॉक्स में, तो समझ में आया मेरे को कि आपको समझ में आया भाई। अरे थैंक यू भाई, थैंक यू चिराग भाई, थैंक यू। अच्छा, पीपल फ्रॉम साउथ ऑल्सो अंडरस्टूड दैट दे हैव ए क्लैरिटी। अरे वेरी गुड है, वेरी गुड। आई विल ट्राई टू मेक 5 to 6 प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑफ ईच एंड एवरीथिंग। ओके, यहाँ से बना लो, यहाँ से उठाओ बढ़िया प्रोजेक्ट। अच्छा, लिंक्डइन के साथ एक गिटहब प्रोफाइल भी बना लो, ठीक है। कोड अपन ने बनाया, गिटहब पे डाल दिया, या अपन ने क्या करा, एक प्रोजेक्ट को डाउनलोड कर लिया। फॉर एग्जांपल ये डिक्शनरी एज कैलकुलेटर ऐप है, इसको अपन ने डाउनलोड किया, इसको जो क्लिक करने का, स्टार्टर फाइल चाहिए, इसको डाउनलोड करने का, ठीक है। आज थोड़ा सा बनाया, जितना बनाया उसको गिटहब पे डाल दो, ठीक है। कल इस पे फिर काम करा। मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ आपने 100 200 लाइनों को कोड, नहीं, आपने 10 लाइन की कोड लिखे, उसको फिर गिटहब पे डाल दो। जिस जिस दिन जितना जितना लिख रहा है उसको गिटहब पे अपलोड करो। उससे क्या होगा, गिटहब का एक डैशबोर्ड होता है, ठीक है। वो डैशबोर्ड भी अपग्रेड होगा धीरे धीरे, ठीक है। अच्छा, बढ़िया बढ़िया, ओके डन, ओके सर आ गए, ललित कुमार आ गए, अरे वेरी गुड ललित कुमार जी, बहुत बढ़िया, अच्छा लगा सुन के, ठीक है। तो 5-6 प्रोजेक्ट एचटीएमएल सीएसएस के बना लीजिए, बढ़िया बढ़िया, ठीक है। 5-6 प्रोजेक्ट जावास्क्रिप्ट पे बना लीजिए। जावास्क्रिप्ट बनाएंगे तो एचटीएमएल सीएसएस ऑलरेडी उसके अंदर आ जाएगा। फिर एपीआई के बना लीजिए, एपीआई बनाएंगे तो एचटीएमएल सीएसएस जावास्क्रिप्ट तीनों उसके अंदर आ जाएगा। अब फिर आप देखो, मजा आ जाएगा आपको। ये करने से आपका लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल ग्रो होगा, लिंक्डइन में कनेक्शन ऐड होंगे, आपकी नॉलेज बढ़ेगी, आपका गिटअप प्रोफाइल ग्रो होगा। ये 4 चीजें ऑटोमेटिक होंगी एक ही काम करने से। डेली करो, डेली, आधा घंटा करो, 1 घंटा करो, सुबह करो, दोपहर करो, शाम करो, रात करो, जब मर्जी तब करो। अच्छा, एक और चीज, प्रोजेक्ट बन जाए, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि प्रोजेक्ट बनाने के बाद ये 100% ऐसा ही दिखेगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, 90% दिखने दो, चलेगा। कोई परफेक्ट नहीं होता इस लाइफ में। जितना ज्यादा अच्छा कर सकते हो उतना अच्छा करने की कोशिश करो, बट थोड़ा बहुत दिखना चाहिए कि यार भाई वैसा ही है। और इसको डालो लिंक्डइन पे कि आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड प्रोजेक्ट, द नेम ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट इज एज कैलकुलेटर ऐप, आई हैव टेकन द प्रोजेक्ट फ्रॉम फ्रंट एंड मेंटर एंड आई हैव एक्सेप्टेड द चैलेंज। बढ़िया, उसका एक टाइनी ट्यूब का एक अपना वो डाउनलोड कर लो, उससे एक 15-20 सेकंड 30 सेकंड का एक छोटा सा वीडियो बना लो, ठीक है। और वीडियो में क्या रहेगा, वीडियो में अपना रहेगा VS कोड का कोड, इसको यहीं से करना और राइट क्लिक करके ओपन विद लाइव सर्वर, ये ओपन करोगे, इसका आउटपुट आ जाएगा और मजा आएगा सबको। बस इतना करो आप। अरे क्यों जॉब लगेगी यार, कुछ नहीं हो जॉब में, आराम से लगती है जॉब, बट आप उस लायक होने चाहिए। लायक कैसे बनोगे, ऐसे बनोगे, बताओगे ऐसे लोगों को मैं लायक हूँ, लिंक्डइन पे बताओगे मैं लायक हूँ, लोग ढूंढेंगे आपको भाई। मेरी बात ध्यान से सुनो। मैंने मतलब आज तक कभी बताया नहीं इतना डिटेल में, और ना हिंदी में बताया किसी को भी। वो तो मेरे को समझ में आएगी, पब्लिक अपनी जो है सब इधर की है तो हिंदी में चला है। हाँ, फाइबर प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, बढ़िया, बिल्कुल बनाओ अच्छे से, मजा आएगा तब। ठीक है, सो 1 मोमेंट। ओके भाई, समझ में आया सबको? ठीक है भाई, चलो इसको स्टाइल करते हैं और सेशन में हैंड ओवर करूंगा मेरे फ्रेंड हरी को। तो ओके, सो इसको अपन, ठीक है, बॉर्डर डाल दिया। अभी इसमें अपन एक काम करते हैं, डॉट कैटेगरीज H2, इसको करते हैं TSC, टेक्स्ट लाइन सेंटर हो गया। अपन एक प्रॉपर्टी देखी थी, टेक्स्ट ट्रांसफॉर्म टू अपर केस, सब कैपिटल हो गया है। और अपन ने ऑलरेडी फॉन्ट इंपोर्ट कर रखा है, सो उसका यूज करते हैं। So let us use that particular thing also. See how it is like that. Now here डॉट कैटेगरीज। और थैंक यू भाई, थैंक यू आप सभी लोगों को लिए भी कि आपने सुना, उसको अप्रिशिएट करा। ठीक है, सबको जॉब मिल जाएगी भाई, कोई जॉब लेना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, बट उस प्लेटफॉर्म तक पहुंचना, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट। सो प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ दैट यू आर केपेबल इनफ टू गेट ए जॉब। ओके, चलो डॉट कैटेगरीज, डॉट कैटेगरीज क्या करें उसके बाद अपन, अरे भुला दिया है। डॉट कैटेगरीज यूएल, अनऑर्डर्ड लिस्ट, पैडिंग को करते हैं 0, और लिस्ट स्टाइल नन करेंगे, डॉट हट गया। थोड़ा सा अपन एक काम करते हैं, डॉट कैटेगरी डॉट कैटेगरीज यूएल के बदले लेते हैं एंकर टैग, टेक्स्ट डेकोरेशन करते हैं नन, और फॉन्ट का कलर को करते हैं ब्लैक। और इसमें नो टारगेट, वी विल टारगेट डॉट कैटेगरीज एल आई। थोड़ा सा बॉर्डर बॉटम डालते हैं सब में, 1px डॉटेड विद ब्लू कलर। और एक हॉवर प्रॉपर्टी ऐड करते हैं, डॉट कैटेगरीज एंकर, एंकर टैग हॉवर इज ए स्यूडो क्लास प्रॉपर्टी। बैकग्राउंड कलर लेते हैं येलो, देखें चालू हो गया क्या। एंड विद इंक्रीज इन फॉन्ट साइज टू लेट्स से 20 px, सो हो गया क्या? अरे वेरी गुड कर रहा है। थोड़ा सा एंकर टैग में मार्जिन लेते हैं बॉटम, मार्जिन इन द बॉटम ऑफ इट कैन, थोड़ा सा कम हो गया लगता है। अरे यार सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, यहाँ नहीं होगा, ये होगा लिस्ट आइटम में। Yeah, so it goes like that. Now, so we have everything here by space. Okay, so thank you भाइयों, thank you। अरे थैंक यू कि मेरे जो भाई लोग साउथ से, so the people from south also knows something little little Hindi also, so that that's my pleasure for you to take the session of the basics of HTML. So now I will hand over this session to my friend Hari. So Hari कहाँ है? Hari, 1 second. Hari, are you in here?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so it is 5:15. So the next, it's going to be the 1.5 hours. We're going to discuss about JavaScript and React. Okay, so we're just going to discuss about two more things we're going to discuss about that. Okay, so one is JavaScript, very important one when you want to become a developer. So JavaScript is the only language that you want to learn. So that's we're going to discuss it, and second one is going to be ReactJS. That is a library for JavaScript, which will help like user interface, which will really helpful to create your web application and websites much more faster and easier compared to any other things. Okay, so that's what we're going to discuss. Okay, so let's get started. So before getting into the concepts and everything, I just want to ask you a question. How many of you already worked with JavaScript? Just if you already worked with JavaScript, just type your like tell I already know about JavaScript a little bit, like basics. I know about the basics of JavaScript. And if you are completely new here, like right now only I know about web development and I'm not coming from any other background, I do not practice any JavaScript code, just type new in the comment box. Okay, so make it quick. Okay, so we will continue this session. Okay, so before that, what I'm going to do, I just going to create a file, a folder. So inside this folder, I think you can able to see my screen, right? Yeah. Okay. New. Thank you. So I just opened the VS Code inside my folder. Okay. So make it fast, quick. New, and most of them are new, right? Okay. So the next 1 hour, what we're going to discuss is about like mastering JavaScript within our. Okay. So it is completely not possible, and we cannot master it, and you cannot come up with some good things. So what we're going to see. So what are the essential things that you need to understand before you need to start write code in JavaScript? So that is what we're going to discuss about the next maybe 1 hours or maybe the 40 minutes of the class. We're going to discuss it, and we're just going to do the code. Okay, I'm not going to explain all the concepts like the basic concepts and the foundational concepts that you want to kickstart with the JavaScript. It is not possible because if we touch that means then it will take more than 4 hours, 5 hours to complete the basic concepts and basic understanding about the programming. So we are not going to test that. So I just going to give a detailed explanation. So what is JavaScript and how it is evolved and how it is now called as the language of web. Everything I just going to take that. Teach advanced. Okay, so it's not an advanced JavaScript class. It's just a Kickstarter class. Those who are already know about JavaScript class, I will give you another resources. We have completed the JavaScript advanced JavaScript class in the last week. 4 days we have completed that workshop. This is a Kickstarter class. Those who completely new here, those who are know like nothing about JavaScript and they know about very basic things about JavaScript, this class will be helpful. Okay, so if you want to advanced class, we have another workshops that is already completed. So 4 days of workshop in the last week it is completed. You can check it in the channel. It will be available for the advanced concepts, advanced to master level concept. It is taken for the 4 days. Okay, so that's what it is. So we're going to discuss about what is JavaScript and how it is evolved and why JavaScript is important and what is the actual problem that is JavaScript is solving and how it is working. That is very important. And most of your interview questions, like the theoretical interview questions, will be came from this what part that we're going to discuss now. There it will be coming from that only. So this will give you a clear understanding about what is exactly JavaScript and why I need to learn JavaScript. You will get a clear understanding. And after this understanding, you can just what you can do, you just practice more. Like you can come up with the core. So we have the basics and advanced. There's different workshop that is completely free, that is available in that is completely available there, and you can get it. Okay, so I will give you at the end of the JavaScript class, I will give you what are the roadmaps that you can follow. That's what we're going to do. And when it comes to React, we're just going to follow what is actually React is and what is the syntax and what are the components that we're going to do and everything we're going to see. So the attendance 1 is already shared. Attendance 2 will be shared later. Okay, so do as per attendance, it will be shared later. You will get it. Okay, so at the right time you will get it. Being online, you just receive a notification when you get an attendance link. Okay, so it is sent by your team. Okay, fine. Okay, so the next one, what I'm going to do is first we will create a file that is going to be index.html, and let us create another file that is going to be style.css for our CSS file. And we know that the HTML is for free. The HTML index.html is going to be the first one, like it is going to be the structure of the file and where we can use it. and style is going to be the CSS. I think you will get a detailed overview about what is the styling things you can able to do with the CSS. You can able to come up with, right? So these two things is going to be useful to create a static website, right? So what is JavaScript is doing and what we need to do. So first thing is, for writing JavaScript code, you need to create a separate file, that is well and good. So for that, let us create a name called app, and you need to give an extension. It's like HTML.css, you need to give .js. Okay, we just want to give .js, that's what it is. So here we can write our JavaScript code. So now what we can do, let us create our boilerplate and combine, like let's join all our files with the index.html. Okay, let us go for index.html and let us create the boilerplate. And I say TWD workshops. Let's create an h1 tag. Okay, let us open it with the live server. You can able to see the live server. Okay, so this is our live server is, and this is our basic structure of it. And what is the CSS will do? Well, we know that CSS is going to add the alignments, colors, layouts, how it is looking, how the user interface want to look, the design things, everything will be there. So let me do some design here. So like, let me add some property here. So I just select the body, which means the entire body tag I'm selecting here. And I just going to say background color. It is going to be in light blue, like this. Like this. Okay, so you can able to see nothing is applied. Why? Because this is in a separate file and this is in a separate file. So index.html is our structure, like the base file. So we need to add our style file with our index.html, then only it will understand, okay, so I need to fetch body from this index.html and I need to change the color for it, right? So for that, what we need to do, just want to add a link tag. So link tag with CSS, and we need to add the name of the file. And once we save it, our design changes will be applied here, right? So this is how it will work. Same like that, JavaScript is also a file, and we know right now we don't know what is JavaScript and what it is going to do and everything, right? We know CSS is used for the user alignments and design things and everything, and what is actually JavaScript is doing, we don't know. So we need to know about what is JavaScript is going to do. And once we understand what is JavaScript is going to do, then we will need to connect with this index.html to work with this file, to change the functionality in this file. So what we can do, let's see what exactly JavaScript is. So JavaScript, in simple terms, we can say that JavaScript is used to manipulate the HTML and CSS. Manipulate the HTML and CSS. What is meant by that? What is meant by manipulating HTML and CSS? Like, for example, you have what are the places it will be used. So JavaScript speaks with the browser. So simply, it speaks with the browser. And if you want to change any user interface, you can able to do with this JavaScript. For example, if you click a button, then you need to change the background color to black, like the dark mode, light mode, right? That functionality, right? So what is happening here? So if someone clicks the button, the background color of the entire body is going to change to some other color. And if someone clicks again, it is changed to some other color, right? So in that place, the CSS is get manipulated. The background color of something is manipulated, means the CSS color is getting changed, right? That's what is happening, right? So that's what's the real example. For example, let me go for a website called Wikipedia. Okay, so now an article searching website, and let us view it in the full screen. You can able to see here, this is the user interface. And if I want to recreate this one, right? If I want to recreate this one, how can I do it? How can we recreate this one? So simply, you can able to see that with the help of an HTML and CSS, you can able to recreate this Wikipedia website, right? So you can see an image is there, and a logo is added, and search box is added, and you can able to see a create account and everything is added, and Wikipedia, the heading is there, and horizontal line is given, and everything is given, right? And here you can see, if I click this input box, you can see a search button is displayed, right? If I click at the input box, what happened? The search button is displayed. And once I just left the search box, you can able to see the search button is not there. Once I hover it, you can able to see it. If I click it, you can able to see it. And if I try to search it, like for example, hello, you can able to see the suggestions. How the suggestion is coming, right? So JavaScript, this is also JavaScript. And another example I can give is this one. You can able to see this 𝐏𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐵, right? If you click it, you can see this drop down, right? So what is happening? If someone clicks it, an entirely new div is created, entirely a new div is created. Inside the div, we have list of items. That is the unordered list of items we having. We have main menu, main page, and everything will be added, and it will be there. And if someone again click it, it just get written. Like, so this is what JavaScript is doing. So this is the functionality that JavaScript is doing. So to make the website interactive, so with the HTML and CSS, with HTML and CSS, you can able to create a simple static website. So what is my simple static website? You can able to see it, you can able to scroll it, the hover animation, you can able to do it. And other than that, you cannot do anything. You cannot able to interact with the website. And if you interact with the website, that is handled by the backend in a normal case. But when it comes to JavaScript, so the JavaScript takes care of it. The JavaScript takes care of it. So simply how it is working, the JavaScript is manipulating the HTML and CSS. It speaks with the browser, and interact with it, which means speaks means nothing but speaking. It's like interact with the browser. And if any event is occurs, so the event is nothing but the click event, double click event. These all are the events. Hovering event, input box, searching, like on focused event. They all are events. Dragging, drag off, everything is an event. Okay, so that's what is event. If an event is occurs, the browser is communicate with our JavaScript code, and the JavaScript is going to change our HTML and CSS according to the event occurred. Okay, so that is what it's all about. So now let's see another website called Dribble. You all know that if you don't know Dribble is nothing but here people will post their UI UX design. Okay, people will post their UI UX design, and now you can able to see just you can see this banner, right? You can able to see this banner. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right click it, click on inspect, and now you can able to see the element. Okay, so this element here only all the readings are there. So we noticed you haven't reading our element paused by this. And what is this? This is a like browser tools. With the help of this, it will ease our work, and we can able to see all our HTML code and CSS. What is the CSS that have been written and everything. Okay, so right now if I click this div, you can see this PSST, right? So this PSST is the div that is having this add icon. Okay, you can able to see the styling here. You can able to see here element.style is right now is nothing, and only this styling is there, the background color. If I change the background color here, for example, if I change it to something else, you can able to see the color is changing, right? So it is temporary changes. We can able to see it. If I deactivated this background color, you can able to see without background color how it is looking, with background color how it is looking. Okay, so these are the styling part, and this is the div. And now what I'm going to do, I just going to click on this button, and we all know that if we click this button, what will happen? This div is going to be disappear. This div is going to be disappear. And how it is disappearing? Let me see that. Look into the styling. It has line height, font, color, background, padding, position. These are all the styling. And just look into this div class PSST. This is the div that is containing this banner. Now I just going to click it. You can able to see a style is applied. A new style is applied called display none. And you can able to see this style is applied here. Now if I remove the style, you can able to see here. If I click it, you can see here. So what is happening? So well, the JavaScript is doing that. So what the functionality that we need to write to create something like this? If someone clicked this icon, okay, if someone clicked this icon, then I need to add and display none property to that element, to this element. Which element? This PSST element. If no one has clicked that icon, then the normal function will be work. Okay, so the normal functionality will be work. Or else if someone clicked this button, then I need to, you can see something is loading, some blinking has happened, right? So that is what the changes is making in the HTML and CSS. Okay, so that's what the changes. And if I click it, you can see this banners and how it is looking, right? So this is the functionality actually JavaScript is doing. Well, how JavaScript can able to do this one? Well, we know that it is communicating with the browser. We come to the important thing. So how JavaScript can able to communicate with the browser? Because just imagine only JavaScript is available for the front-end work. Okay, so only JavaScript is available for the front-end work. No other programming language is not there to change or manipulate your front-end. right? Only JavaScript is available. Why JavaScript? Why not other programming language? Right now only Python is heading towards the HTML, like it is, we can able to write HTML tag in Python. Right now it is getting towards it. But JavaScript is way before that. And how it is possible and how it is working? Well, the simple answer is JavaScript is also not understandable by the browser. So the code that what we are writing, that we're going to write, it is not understandable by the browser. Why? Because whatever the code that we're going to write, we will write it in a basic English format, and that is just a file, right? Just a JavaScript file with an extension of JavaScript file. And we know that the browsers, the computers, is going to understand only zeros and ones. This is what their language, right? So we are not going to write something with zeros and ones, which means the binary code or assembly code. We are not going to write this. So what can we do now? So then how JavaScript is working? Well, because of this issue only, each and every browser, all the browser, Google, Firefox, Safari, Brave, whatever the browser that you are using, okay, every browser created their own engine. What is that? The browser created their engine that is called as JS engine, that is JavaScript engine. So what is the work of this engine is, it will be present in all the browser. It will be present in all the browser. And what is the work of this engine is to convert our JavaScript code to the language that the computer can able to understand. Either it may be a low level language or it may be a bytecode. It is going to convert it. Okay, it's just going to convert your whatever we're going to write to the low level language. And once it is converted, it is understandable by the other browsers. Okay, so this engine is created by who? This was created by each and every browsers. So every browser created their own engine in order to run JavaScript in their browser. If a browser is not having any JavaScript engine, then the JavaScript code will not work. And simple example is, if I go, we can able to like what can I say? We can able to stop JavaScript to run our file. Right now you can able to see the design things and how it is working and everything, right? So this is happening and everything, right? So we can able to disable JavaScript also. How means, just go for our settings and you can able to see this privacy and security. Scroll down, you can able to see the site setting. Just click here the site setting. If you scroll down, you can able to see something called JavaScript. And here you can see sites can use JavaScript. If I click it, you can see default browser settings. Site automatically follows the settings when you visit them, right? That's what it is. And here sites can use JavaScript. And you can able to see another option, don't allow sites to use JavaScript. If I click this one, then whichever page I'm going, I reload the page, then JavaScript file is not work. Okay, which means the engine stops working, that it is not going to reload the page. It is not going to work. Okay, so it is not going to convert the JavaScript code into our normal code, the machine understandable code. And if I refresh it, now you can able to see a small icon. So this is the icon that is telling JavaScript is right now disabled in your browser. And you can able to see without JavaScript how the site is looking. And most of the functionality will not work. For example, I click this filter, you can see it is not working. If I click this drop down following, you can see it is not working because these things is done by JavaScript, right? So for example, if we go for this will work because we can able to achieve this design with CSS itself. If someone hovers it, make the things to display view, like hovering property, it will work. We can able to achieve it with CSS itself. So it will be work. And even if you click this button, whatever you are going to click, it is going to communicate with the server only. Okay, so that's what it will do. So that without JavaScript, the site will be look here, and this is just a website, right? It's just going to be a website, and we can able to do some minimal activities with this double website that we can able to do. What happens for web applications? Imagine about an agile softwares or Netflix, Hotstar, or social media platforms, Google Maps. Think about them without JavaScript. So if you can able to create a software without a JavaScript, then whatever the interaction that you're going to make, it will reload the page, which means not only reloading page, I'm telling it is handled by the server backend. Okay. For example, if you like something, then it is handled by the server. If you comment something, it is handled by the server. So if it is handled by a server, it will take some time to load. You can able to see some reloading, right? So what is happening? So that is handled by servers. The servers takes the information and go for some backend work. It will do the database. It will go for the database and look for any information, and it will came here and it will send the result on the user interface. That's what the server will do. Right now, we don't care about the backend activities. But without JavaScript, it will be there. Let me see without JavaScript how Google Map is there. Google Map will look. Okay, so let us go for mapping. If I go for map without JavaScript, you can see JavaScript is disabled, and you can see they will just given these are notification. Like when you have eliminated the JavaScript, whatever remains will be an empty page. So why they are saying that? Just imagine the interaction that we are making in Google Maps: dragging in, dragging out, zoom in, zoom out, pointing, clicking, double clicking, whatever. There is so much of interaction is there, and everything is done by JavaScript. So everything is handled by server means then no one use the Google Map. So Google Map is one of the successful product by Google, right? So it has happened because of JavaScript, and because of this application only JavaScript engines are updated. Okay, so that is a huge story behind that. Right now we don't want that. So right now what I can do, I just go and remove this one. Sorry. Maps. Let us go for maps. Let's go for again we will enable the JavaScript. Okay, so because without JavaScript all your sites will looks you are working in somewhere around in the era of 2G like that. Okay, so everything will be reload and it will take time and it will go for that's what it is doing. And now I just reloaded the page. I just go for Google Maps now. Okay, and now you can able to see what are the interaction that we can able to make with Google Maps. So the development is not about creating a website, it's all about creating an web app also, right? So we can able to see, we can able to zoom, like drag in, drag out, right? So how it is, how it is happening because of JavaScript. If I click it, just collapse it, how it is happening, JavaScript. If I click it, expand it, how it is happening, JavaScript. If I click this one, minimize it, JavaScript. If I click this one, the direction, it's also JavaScript. And if you want to zoom in, that is also happened by, that is also everything that whatever the interaction that you are making, everything is happened by JavaScript. And if you hover it, you can able to see the what a mini description, this one, right? So this is JavaScript, and if I click somewhere, you can able to see this mini code like pop up, right? So how it is happening, this is also happening by JavaScript. Everything is JavaScript only. Okay, so only the loading and reloading is done by the servers. Okay, so that is what JavaScript is actually doing. Okay, so now let us go here. So now we will understand what is JavaScript and what is JavaScript is doing here. So let us take into that. Let us take into our application index.html. Okay, and you can able to see here, right? So what we're going to do is, right now we understand what is JavaScript. So JavaScript is used to manipulate our HTML and CSS and to produce some dynamic website that makes the user to interact with the website without any hassle, right? So we can able to interact with the website. If it is more interaction, then the website is more engaging and your website is converts more sales. That's what the logic is. Okay, so how it is working, because of this engines only we can able to achieve this one. But here there is a problem is there. What is the problem is, so imagine each and every browser has their own separate engine. So engine is nothing but it is also a code. Okay, it's a code. Okay, so can anyone tell me, like, I will just give an example, just tell that in the chat box. So right now the TWD is giving you an assignment, right? So they are going to give you an assignment and they are asking you to come up with any social media application. Okay, so you need to build some social media application or you need to build some website. Okay, and they will give the criteria. Okay, so this your website have, if someone search it, it need to appear something here and you need to display all the information here, like that. Some informations, okay, some information is there, and they are ready to do that. Okay, so they are given the criteria, and right now we are giving the assignment. Okay, so let us consider we have 10 to 12 people are in the live. Okay, so I think 20 people are there in the live. Okay, so if you given the assignment, is that 20 people are going to come up with the same application, what the criteria that we're going to give? Yes, is that if we give some assignment to 20 people, is all the 20 people are going to do the same project with the same criteria, with the same functionality? No, right? So just imagine this engines is also like that. Okay, so this engines is also like that. I think it's okay. So this engines is also like that. Okay, so it is developed by like a developers. So it is going to convert the JavaScript code to the machine understandable code. So it is also an product. Okay, so it is also going to be a product. Okay, so we can able to create engine. You can able to create an engine. Everyone can able to create an engine. Okay, like you can able to see Babel. So what is that? It is compiles the JavaScript code into newer version to older version. That's like that. So it was simply like that. And you can right now you can able to come up with some application, right? If you write some code in Java, it will convert to JavaScript. If you write some code in Python, it will convert to Node.js, like that. It can able to do that, right? So that is how the engines also. It is going to convert something and it is going to come up with some bytecode that is can able to do. Now imagine that each and every browser created their own engine, which means those engines are created by different developers. So they have their own methodologies and they have developed their application depends upon their vision, their creativity, and their logic building, like that. They're going to create it. Now understand, okay, I am going to create a JavaScript file and I'm going to give that JavaScript file in all the engines that is going to convert my code. That is going to convert my code. Is that every engine is going to convert my code exactly what I want? Every engine can able to convert my JavaScript file into exactly what we want. Is that possible? Because the engines are developed by different developers. Is that possible? Can you able to understand? For example, I have like you are using a mobile phone. Okay, so that is from a different company, and you are using a mobile phone that is from a different company. Okay, so you are going to use camera. Can we tell that both cameras are going to work exactly the same? We can tell that both are going to capture the image, but we cannot tell that the quality it is going to be something is higher and something is lesser, right? That's what it is. Same like that, we're going to write some JavaScript file and I'm going to give it in all the different engine, a converter, a translator, okay, to translate my file to something else. Is that can we expect that all the translators is going to convert my JavaScript code 100% exactly the same? Everything is going to convert my JavaScript file exactly the same? Can we expect that? It is logically possible. Tell your answer in the comment box. Is that possible? So just tell that, like, for example, what is another example I can give? So just if you have a one JavaScript file and you have some code, okay? So and you are giving into a mission, okay? So that is developed by different companies, okay? So one is made in China, one is made in India, one is made in Japan, one is made in Korea, like that. Each and every missions, okay, like that, okay? And you're going to give your product. Can we expect all the product is going to convert, okay, what the product that you're going to give? It is going to expect like same quality, it is going to all the machine is going to provide. Can we tell like that? Same quality it will provide, all the machine will provide the same quality result. Can we tell like that? No, right? So that is what the issue is. So when JavaScript, if you are giving a JavaScript file, okay, so if you are giving a JavaScript file to an engines that is developed by different developers, okay, so that is developed by different developers, and you are giving a JavaScript file, okay, maybe the Google engine will convert exactly what we want, what the code I written, it will convert our code exactly what it is. And in Firefox, maybe it will work 80% correctly, or 95% correctly, or 99% correctly. We don't know. But some code will not work because they are different translators. They are different engines, right? So they are developed by different methodology. And whatever code that we're going to write, and something will convert it exactly the same functionality what we want, and something will not convert, and something will even more worse, and something is even more better. Like that only then, right? And that is what the issue is. Just imagine if your website is in Google, okay, if your website is in Google and it is work fine, but if your website, the same website, if you use it in Firefox, it will not work. Some functionality will not work. If you use it in Safari, some other functionality will not work. Like that, each and every browser, some code which is converted perfectly, but something will not. Why? Because they are developed by different browsers. The engines are going to be work that way. Like it will be understand something, it will don't understand something. Like that is what happened, right? So that is what the issue that we are having, and that is not so good, right? Because we don't know, if I create a product, I want to use a person from Google. If they have their search engine as Google, they want to use our product successfully without any errors, without any disturbance, without any hassle. That's what it is. Same like that, all the browser, if it is Firefox, if it is Safari, I need to run my code exactly, run my JavaScript code exactly same as in all the browser. So how can I achieve it, right? How can we achieve this? So this is achieved by, so this is a problem we have. So that is why it is achieved by 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐜𝐚𝐴. So what is an 𝐏𝐴 it is? So 𝐏𝐴, the expansion form for 𝐏𝐴 is European Computer Manufacturing Association. Okay, so they formed a script. So what does that means? The 𝐏𝐴 is a standard governing body for JavaScript. It will tells, it has the rules and regulation how JavaScript need to be performed in each and every browsers. Okay, so simply it will tell that, okay, so if JavaScript in someone writes a code with this syntax, then this must be your output. If someone writes the code in this syntax, then this must be your output. Like that, it will tell the rules and regulation. Okay, so simply if a person gives an input and this is an output, like that they framed the rules. Okay, if someone write a code with some input, and this must be your output. So likewise they formed and rules. So based on this rules and regulations only, all the engines they accepted the rules and regulation, and they are developing their engines. So right now their main goal is, if someone gives a code input and they know this is our output, and whatever methodology they are using, that is not at all matter, but it should be produce the same output. If this is the input and this is the output, and you can come up with any methodology. You can take 5 minutes to convert my code, 2 minutes to convert my code, 1 second to convert my code. That is up to you. What is the methodology that you are using? You are using function oriented, object oriented, whatever methodology you are using, whatever the tech stack that you are using, I don't care. The thing is, if this is the input and this is going to be your output, that is what I want. They formed the rules and regulation for JavaScript, how it need to be performed in their browser. So they just formed it. So all the browsers will accepted that. Why? Because every browsers, all the browsers accepted? Because every browser are in the business, like they need to convert the local businesses into an online business, right? So that's what it is. That's what even it is Google or anything. Okay, so everything is about information, and they need to come to their website. And JavaScript, it need to be performed exactly same in all the browser. Then they need to accept it. So in that time, 1995, everyone has accepted this standard. So that is what 𝐏𝐴 is. The 𝐏𝐴 tells the rules and regulations how JavaScript need to be performed in the browser. So based on this rules and regulations only, each and every browsers create their engine. So it depends upon their mechanism. Okay, and right now the one of the fastest engine that is available is V8 engine, that is created by Google. Okay, so that is right now one of the fastest engine. Okay, so that is how JavaScript will work. By default, JavaScript don't have any power. With the help of the browsers, their engines, it can able to understand and it can able to manipulate the HTML and CSS that was in our line. That's what it is. Okay, so that's what it is going to do. So that's what 𝐏𝐴 is doing that. And don't confuse with 𝐏𝐴 with JavaScript. 𝐏𝐴 is a standard, just a rules and regulation. It's a standard how JavaScript need to perform. But JavaScript is actually a language, right? So it's a scripting language. So don't tell that JavaScript, 𝐏𝐴, both are same. JavaScript, the advanced version is called as 𝐏𝐴, and another name of our JavaScript is an 𝐏𝐴. No, they are wrong. Okay, 𝐏𝐴 is a rules and regulations that tells that how JavaScript need to be performed in their browser, and based on that only, so the browsers can develop their engine. And here in this 𝐏𝐴 only, the JavaScript is also get updated. So they will launch their new versions, new syntax, and new, which means simply the new input. Okay, I just launched my new version. So like that, they will add some features and everything. You can just type it 𝐏𝐴 in the Google. You will get what are the JavaScript version they have been launched and everything. It will be there. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, you don't want to see also, it is not used. Okay, so simply they will tell that they will launch it, and during that time, all the engines, all the browsers develop, all the browser engines, they need to convert. They need to again recode their engine to understand these kind of updates. Okay, so because right now a new input is came that is not understandable by the JavaScript engine, so they need to update it. So that because of that reasons only you can able to see and detail warning message. Like what is the warning message? Like this method is supported in this kind of browser, and this method is not supported in this browser. Why? Because the engine is not updated, so they are not able to understand the code. So that is the reason. So that's what it is, and this is all about the introduction about JavaScript. Okay, it's all about the introduction about JavaScript, and most of your questions will ask it from them. For example, what is ECMAScript? What is JavaScript engine? What is the work of the JavaScript engine? And what is the browser is doing here? And what exactly JavaScript is doing? How JavaScript can able to communicate with the browser? These are the most common interview questions that if it is a theoretical one, it will be came. Okay, so that's what it is. So right now we have done with what is exactly JavaScript and how it can able to perform and everything that we have done with. So right, what I want to study in JavaScript, that is very important, right? So right now we can have understanding of JavaScript, but what is how we want to study in JavaScript? So how can we do that? So simply JS, when it was introduced in 1995, it was introduced only for front-end development. To change like the simple drop downs and adding new elements, changing the background color, changing the theme switcher, some interaction that came up for the browser. That's what it is. Okay, so for that, first we need to learn the basics of JS. So what is basics of JS? What is basics of JavaScript? Like in all the programming language, we have some basic concepts like variables, data types, functions, loops, objects, arrays, iterations. These all are some of the basic concepts, around 10 to 12 concepts. So they are basics there. That we need to learn. Why we need to learn? Because if you learn that only, you can able to understand the syntax, how to write JavaScript, how to write JavaScript code. The syntax are differ from one language to another. If you learn this basic concept, you can able to jump to another language. There also the same basic concept will be there, but the way of writing code is different. That is what the syntax. Okay, so we need to learn this basics of JavaScript first, and once we done with that, the next thing what we need to do, we need to learn this DOM manipulation. So DOM manipulation. So what is this DOM? So well, this DOM manipulation is the one that is helps you to communicate with the browser. Okay, whatever you want to do, if you want to get an element, if you want to change an element, and everything that you will do with this DOM manipulations only. Okay, so the basic concept and the DOM manipulation. So if you're done with that, then you can able to probably do most of the things with the front end DOM. Okay, you can able to do it. Then what we need to learn is we need to learn ES6. So what is this ES6? If you are around with JavaScript, you just look into all the internet, you will get into this term called ES6, ES7, ES8. Like, so what is this ES6 is? ES is nothing but ECMAScript, and 6 is the version. So after 2015, a new version of ECMAScript, the ECMAScript introduced lots of method and lots of changes to JavaScript. So that is what ES6 is. Okay, so ES6 is nothing but it is called as modern JavaScript, which means the latest updated syntax and version which will be there, and some of the methods that are really helpful. And why we exactly want to learn ES6? Because we have ES7, ES8, ES12 and everything. You can learn anything. Okay, no problem. But exactly why ES6 is, ES5 to ES6, there is a drastic change will be there. ES5 is pretty older, ES6 is newer syntax and more things updated. Okay, and in ES6 only, because with the ES6 only, there are a lot of libraries and frameworks that is created. Okay, so if you learn ES6, then you can able to jump into React. You can able to understand React, and you can able to understand the syntax of React and how to work with React, how to come up with an applications, component, reusable, and everything. You can come up with that. So that's what it is. And once you reaches this page, then you can don't want to worry about anything. That is front end is completed. You can able to do projects. That's what you want to do that. And once you completed this one, and another thing is async. This is also very important. Once we completed ES6, then the next concept that you want to focus is this asynchronous of JavaScript. And asynchronous is a concept that to handle multitasking, how to do multiple works in a single time. How can we do that? So that is what asynchronous is. By default, JavaScript is a synchronous single-threaded language. It is not an asynchronous language. But how can we achieve asynchronous with JavaScript? That is also with the help of browser, we can able to achieve it. We need to learn it. And once we learn it, we can able to learn something called as Node.js. So what is Node.js? We know ReactJS. ReactJS is a user interface library to create front-end application, like the static website. So the HTML, CSS, and app.js, right? We will create it in a separate file. But with the help of ReactJS, we can able to combine everything and we can create it in a single file. We will going to discuss that one. No problem. That we will discuss. So that's what React.js is. And what is this Node.js? Node.js is used for backend. Yes, you heard it correct. It is backend. Okay, which means if you learn JavaScript, you can able to work with the backend also. Then why everyone is saying JavaScript is a front-end scripting language? We have Node.js as a backend. Well, JavaScript is a front-end scripting language only. It is used for front-end only. But Node.js and like what is React.js? It's an added advantage, right? So like this, Node.js is a runtime environment, helps JavaScript to perform. That will help JavaScript to perform in outside the browser. Right now, JavaScript can able to work with only browser. So with the help of Node.js, you can able to write code, the same JavaScript code outside the browser, which means you can able to communicate with the servers and you can able to communicate with the database and you can able to create the entire full stack application, website or web apps. You can able to come up with. No other programming language is needed for backend. You don't want to learn Python, Java, and so much of things. The Node.js is much more better and it's much more good, and you can able to work with the same tech stack. You will understand all the codes much easier compared to other if you mingle some tech stack. Even though if you're not going to use some language, like you are going to use some other programming language in your backend, JavaScript is needed for their front end. So for that, you can focus only on JavaScript, and you can learn the front end and back end in the same time. So that's what it is. So with the help of JavaScript, you can able to learn the React.js and Node.js that is going to create your entire full stack application. And this is what the entire process is of. So right now, what we will do some real little bit interaction with the help of JavaScript to understand the code. Okay. Right now, everything is theoretical, right? So if you want to do some practical, then only we can get understand it, right? So how can I do it? Let me see this. So what we can do, let me create a div with the class. Okay. So I'm just going to say div with the class container. Okay. And inside this container, we're just going to add this h1. Okay. And we're going to add a button with an ID btn. Okay. And I'm just going to say click like this. And here, that's it. Let me copy this container. Let us go here and just say paste it here. And here I just going to say order one pixel solid black. I think most of you know a little bit about the CSS. I don't want to work with that, so I just simply creating it. Okay. So and I just say width 50% of the entire screen. Okay. Let's make this text align is going to be, just give padding to much more neater, and let us add some border radius. Okay, and let us give the background color for it to an green yellowish green like this. Okay, so we have created it, and this is model. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to see the interaction that we can able to create with the JavaScript. Okay, and we are not going to see the concept. Like I said in the starting of the class itself, we started to see the concept. It will take more than 2 hours, 3 hours to complete the basic concept. Then only we can able to understand those things and everything. Okay, so at the end I will say that where you can learn the basic concept, where you can learn the DOM operation, where you can learn React, where you can learn the ES6, where you can learn this advanced concept and everything. I will tell that. Okay, once we finish this one. Okay, right now just say an example. You don't want to understand what is the code that I'm going to write. Just understand what JavaScript can able to do it. Okay, right now just understand this one. You can able to see an application that is a website that having some green background and it is having a border and it have hello everyone is inserted there and a button is there, right? And you can see if I click this button, nothing has happened, right? So right now what we're going to achieve is, I just going to say if someone clicked it, okay? If someone clicked it, what I want to do is, I just want to change the background color of this one to something else like orange or any other color. I just want to change it. Or let's say black, and I want to change the color of this H1, okay? Background color to black and this color to white. Okay, so this to black and this to white. And I need to change the text also. So how can I change the text is, I can change, I want to change the text to, instead of hello everyone, I just want to tell that congratulations. I just want to say congrats. That's what I need to say. So how can we do this? So simply, what are the things that we're going to change now? We're going to change the h1 tag. So in hello one, like hello everyone to congrats. So we're going to manipulate the HTML and CSS. The background color we're going to manipulate it. Okay. And also we will see how to manipulate an attribute also. Okay. So these three things most commonly we will use in JavaScript to change the CSS, to change the HTML, and change the attributes in HTML. That's what it is. Let me discuss it. How can we change it? So for that, first we need to add, right now we know that what is happening here. So we need to add our JavaScript file with, this index.html. So what we can do, so to linking this file, so how we linked CSS with the help of link tag in the top of the file. So here for JavaScript, you can go with the bottom of your body here. Okay, you can go with here, and you can just say, I just going to comment off this one, and just say JS file. Okay, and here you can add your JavaScript file. The tag that you want to use is script tag, and with src attribute. And here you need to tell what is the file that you want to add. It is going to be /app.js. Without / also it will work, same directory. That's what // is. And I'm just adding app.js, and now I save it. Now we need to know whether our file is successfully added or not, right? So for that we have a place. If I right click it, open my inspect, you can able to see a console. So we discussed about the element, right? Same like that, we're going to have console. If I click this console, you can able to see whatever the errors that you're going to come up with this file app.js. And also if you entered some wrong file, for example, if I say like this, okay, the file that is not existed, something like this, and if I save it, you will get an error like this. You can see a red color, and it is giving that get, you are asking for something, this one, but that is not available. You can see 404 not found. Okay, so and you can able to see where the error is coming in index.html. This is the file name, and line number 18 the error is coming. So you can see the line number here. So this is where the error is coming. Okay, so this is where the error is coming. So we need to resolve it. So now if I add app.js, okay, if I save it, you can see nothing is there, which means there is no error. Our file is successfully added, and we can able to access. Don't care about this yellow color one. This is a warning that is coming from my extension, the extension that I have downloaded. That's what it is. Okay, so don't care about this. So right now in app.js file, we can able to access this console, this place of console. So this console is a place where it will produce result. For example, if I write something like 3 + 7, what is this? It will telling me the result. So whatever we are giving in this console, it will show the result of it. And if I ask something that is existed in the computer or browser, if it is existed, it will show. If it is not existed, it is going to throw us an error. So that's what this console will do. So how can we access this console in my app.js file? The first you need to link your app.js with your index.html file, because in the index.html file only we are using this console. So we need to link app.js. And second one is you need to use a method called console.log. And this is a method, it is a default method that is available to access this console. And whatever you're going to write inside this space, okay, it is exactly the same what you are writing here. Okay, so what you are writing here, this space is exactly the same what you're going to write inside this console.log, this parenthesis, what you're going to write. For example, here I say 6 multiplied by 7. Okay, and if I run it, you can able to see 47. So the next time if you missed your calculator or phone, just open your browser and do your calculation, mathematical calculation, and just finish your work. You can use this one. Okay, that's what it is. So you can able to access whatever you want to do it, you can able to give it, and you can give it. And this is just a number, and if you want to enter a name, a sequence of character. So remember that whenever you are writing something, that is a letter or a sequence of character, a word or everything, that is must be wrapped with either single quotes or double quotes, okay, or backticks. And here I just going to say write my name, and I just going to write it. You can able to see we are getting the name of it. That's what it is. So whatever we are giving, we can able to access it. But if your file is not linked here, it will not come here. So this way you can debug it. So that's a process called debugging. So what is meant by debugging is while you are writing some code, okay, and you need to know whether my code is successfully right or not, like successfully understandable by the computer or not. We need to check it, cross check it, right? I written some code, I'm not sure about the code that I have written, then I need to cross check it. And you can able to check that with this method called console.log. And if your code is valid, then it will shows the valid result. If it is not, then it is going to throw us an error for us. So that's what it is. Okay. So now let us go and do this functionality. The first thing is, first we need to change this h1. Okay. So how can I do it? So for that, we need to right now you don't know about the concepts, right? So I just going to write the code and I will tell what everything is going to do. Okay, I just going to tell what everything is going to do. Just remember that, that is fine, and you don't want to understand the code that I'm going to write. Okay, so the first thing is just understand the workflow. If someone clicks it, so the process is happening when someone click it. So first we need to write code for this one. If someone click it, then only I need to change the background color and the h1. So first I need to add an listener, event listener. So event listener is something, nothing but element need to listen for something. For example, if click, double click, hover, these all are events. If someone click it, something need to happen. So I need to listen for this event. So how can I do it? Simply to add an event for this element. For this element, first we need to add an event listener. So how can I do it means? So in CSS, you can see that to change the style, what you do, you just grab the element first, select the element first, and then tell what is the property, and then tell what is the value that you need to change, right? Same like that. First, we need to grab this button, and then we need to add an event listener to this button. So first, how can we select? In CSS, we have a tag selector, class selector, body selector, ID selector. Same like that. Here also, we can able to select based on the class, ID, tags. Okay. So here we have an ID. So I just going to grab this element in my JavaScript file. How can I do it? So for that, I'm going to create a container, a variable. I'm just going to say const btn. Don't understand this code, just understand what is the flow that we are writing. Okay. So right now we're going to use a method, that is the DOM method. The DOM method is used to access the index.html and change the HTML. So what is the DOM method that we need to use is document.getElementById. So I need to get an element based on their ID. So I need to use document.getElementById. And here I just want to, inside this, I need to tell what is the ID I want to grab. It is going to be btn. So this is the name of the ID that we have given. So right now, what is this const? This const btn is nothing but it is a container that is going to store whatever we are asking. It is going to store inside a container. A small memory space is created in the browser and it will store the information. We can use it for later purpose. So now if I ask for console.log, what is btn? What is btn? So this is called as variable. Okay. So this is called as variable. And I'm asking if something btn is exist, tell me the value of the btn. If it does not exist, then throw me an error. If I render it, you can see we have this button ID, the entire tag. If I hover it, you can able to see what is the button is here. You can see. So we successfully fetched our button. So the next thing what I need to do is I need to add a listener to it. If someone click it, something need to happen. So how can I do it? So for that we have some method to work with. First we need to call the button. And to add an event listener, we have a method called add event listener. Okay. We have a method called add event listener. And in this method, okay, it will take two things. Okay. So this is a method that is defaultly available. It is going to take two things. One is what is the event it need to listen for. It is going to be click. Okay. So if someone clicks it and it need to happen something, right? So what is something need to happen is I need to going to create a function, and this function in console.log. If I click someone is clicked, I just want to say I am clicked. So what I have written is I fetched this button, and if someone clicked it, this is going to add an event listener for that button. If someone clicked it, it is going to execute this function. So what is function? Functions is nothing but it will execute a block of code. Whenever a repetition of code is happening, we can use function. We can group the statement together and we can create a function and we can use it. So right now I just go here and you can able to see we say event add event listener. Now let us click here. You can see I am clicked. If someone clicked it, it is going to produce me I am clicked in the console. It is doing right. So this is the functionality that we need to do. So right now we have added an event listener successfully. But instead of writing it in the console, what I need to write? I need to change the h1 tag, this inner HTML. How can I do it? So for that, what you need to do, first you need to grab this element. And we know that with an ID, we can able to grab an element, right? So right now, I'm just going to give an ID. And you can use class selector, tag selector, that is also available. ID is much more simple and it is easy to do this. That is why I'm giving it right now. I just give an ID head. And now what I'm going to do, we need to create a container, const, a variable, which means container is a variable. I'm just going to say head equal to head equal to, and here same document dot get element by ID, and what is the ID that I want to fetch? Let me say it is going to be head. The ID name is head. So let me put here. Okay. So now what I need to change? Right now we have fetched the element and we stored it in here. So let us understand, come to CSS, you will give a property, right? If you want to change background color, you need to give background color. If you want to change font size, you need to give font size, right? Same like that, if you want to change any CSS, you need to use some method. If you want to change the content in a HTML, you need to use some method. So what is the method that you want to use is, first you need to tell which element that you're going to change. And to change the inner content, so this inner content, hello everyone, this is the inner content of the tag. To change it, you need to use inner HTML. And here I used the property. This is going to change the property. What I want to give, what is the value I need to give? Like CSS, what is the value? If it is background color, what is the color I need to give? If it is a border, what is the border I need to give? If it is 1 pixel or 2 pixel, what is that, right? Same like that, I'm telling that fetch this element and you need to add something to your inner HTML. What do you need to add? I need to add congrats. Congrats. Like this. And if someone clicks it, you can see it is telling that we have an error. Okay. Okay, document. Okay, here I made a mistake. Document. Like this. Saving. And if I click it, you can see it is changed to congrats. So we change the H1. So what is the next functionality I need to do? Well, not only I need to change this one, I need to change the color of this one also. So right now I use the inner HTML. This is a property to change the inner content. So how can I change the color of an element? How to manipulate the CSS? So right now the H1, let me add an H1 tag. It is going to have the color. It is going to have a color. We can say black. Deep black. Okay. So let me add a core black like this. Okay. So this is the color it is going to have. Right now I need to change this color in CSS, not HTML, CSS. How can I do it? So for that, you need to do some other property. First, you need to fetch the head, the element. And next, you need to add a style. This style is going to tell that I need to change something in my CSS file. Okay, not because of style we are using. This is the property. Whatever the name that you are giving, you can give. You need to use style and give a dot. You can able to see all the CSS property that you want to change. So right now, in my case, it is going to be the color. This one. I just want to use this color. And what is the color I want to change? It is going to be white. You can give it in hex colors also. That is possible. I just say simply white. Now let's save it. And if I click it, you can see the content is also changed. And the color is also changed to congrats. Right? We have achieved it. So the next thing what we need to do, well, the background color green to black, we need to do it. So for that, we need to fetch this container, right? We need to fetch this container. Let me do, we don't want to confuse with the classes. I just go with ID and I change this as ID. it will be there, right? So the same thing, let me fetch the container, give and another store it in another variable. I just going to say cont, okay? And what it need to fetch? It need to fetch the content. We need to fetch the container is the name of the HTML tag. And now for that container, I need to change the background color. By default, it is green color. I'm just going to say container dot style dot content, okay, dot style dot color, like this. I'm just going to say it is going to be black. Black. And now let me click it. It is not changing. It is not changing. So what is the issue that we are having? It is going to be black, not caps black. Okay, I think we have it fetched successfully. So let me debug it. How can we debug? Let I ask for console.log and let me ask for what is cont. And if I click it, you can see we are getting this container. Okay. Okay, so it is not color, it is background color. Sorry. We are getting this color, it is going to be background color. I need to change it. Now if I save it, if I click this, then we have access, remove all the console. Let us have a look into here. This is fine for right now because we need to see React Basics also. So we have created a constant and it is going to be a const variable and it is going to be document.getElement by ID. We just added it. And in the button dot add event listener, it is going to be click. Okay, we are adding an event listener to that button. If someone clicks it, something need to happen. So I clicking the event, you need to add it, the click event. And what we need to happen, we need to write it in a function. A function is nothing but basically it contains a block of code. Whenever someone calls the function, it is going to execute all the code. No matter how many times you are going to call the function, it will execute again and again. So that is why we are grouping things together. And here we're going to have, we fetched the same with the help of DOM. This is DOM. So we have around 8 to 12 methods for basics DOM, and we have so much of method for some other use cases. You can use it for understanding the basics DOM. You can we have around 12 to 14 methods is that. That is more than enough to understand the basics and the foundation to work with your browsers and changing these things. Okay, and here we are doing this thing, and I'm asking for head.inner HTML, and inner HTML is a property to change the background color. Sorry, this content of an element, any content of an element. If you want to change the button, click to, if someone clicked it, change, you need to do this. If you are right now, you are watching it in YouTube, right? If you subscribe to our channel, you just change the background color of red to something like the light shaded color, and it will say that subscribe to subscribe. How JavaScript is doing that, right? And you are liking it. If you like it, the icon of color is changed to blue. JavaScript is doing that. Everything is done by JavaScript. The same functionality, okay? Same functionality what we have done here, okay? So this is what JavaScript is doing. You can able to make up an interaction. That is what, if someone clicks it, an entire div need to be created, and it is that is what drop down, right? So and a tooltip and everything is JavaScript. That is what JavaScript is doing. This is the introduction about JavaScript, okay? So just a code introduction. You don't want to worry about if you are not able to understand this code. I'm telling how JavaScript perform. You can able to do these things with JavaScript. And this is just a basics of JS and DOM. And if you want to learn the basics of JS and DOM, we have already completed a 4 days of basics of basics of JavaScript and DOM manipulation in the before classes. Okay, in the before classes, or you can able to, before the last day we have conducted 12 hours of workshop. In the 12 hours of workshop, we have covered most of the basic concept and DOM manipulation. You can able to see it in our YouTube channel. It will be there. If you go for the live section, you can see the playlist also. The JavaScript basics to beginner, it will be there. You can learn it there. And for ES6 and then async, for ES6 and asyncs, we have completed the continuation. Basics to advanced is completed for this one, and advanced to master the last week. I think the timing is from 27 to 28 to 31. 4 days, 1 hour class is taken for ES6 and asyncs. Most of the topics is covered there. You can able to watch it for free. It is available there in our playlist. You can just go and check it. It will be available, all the advanced concept, and people you asking for advanced concept, right? So those advanced concept is already taken for the 4 days of workshop. That also as right now, like yesterday only we have completed it. You can check it in the YouTube channel. You will get the live list and everything, and you can learn this ES6 and async concept, callbacks, and so much of things, like whatever the concept that you are expecting. Higher order functions, callbacks, closures, so much of things we have covered it, and also JavaScript runtime environment, everything we have covered it. You can able to learn it here. And React also, the timing I forgot about the timing. Like the day is 13 to 17. Okay, 13 to 17. Another 4 hours of workshop for React beginners. It's taken. Only Node.js is taken. It is also that, but bit loaded. From this month itself, you can able to learn everything. So in the last Sunday, you will have 12 hours of workshop. In that 12 hours of workshop, 4 hours JavaScript is covered, and in that 4 hours, the basics of JS and DOM is covered. Okay, and ES6 and asyncs is covered in the last week. Okay, 4 hours every day, 1 hour, 1 hour workshop. That is last week we have covered. And in React.js, this month, second week, that workshop is completed. It is already covered. The basics of React.js is covered. You can just look into that. You will get a wholesome idea, and you can do. And for Node.js, we have done the Node.js previously. Is that Nabidu Viswasar is taken the class for that. You can able to see that one, the Node.js one. Okay, so these all things is already available. From this month itself, we have completed all the portion that you want to learn for full stack development. You will learn it in a playlist way, and you can able to execute it, and you can able to practice it. Okay, and don't think that if you completed that workshops and you don't want to learn anything, the learning is never going to be stopped. You need to learn more after you practicing some coding. But these are a Kickstarter to get through with. So for advanced Kickstarter, basic Kickstarter, and everything. Okay, so this workshop, this 4 hours workshop, this 1 hour, it's just an idea how code works. Okay, but these are just dive into practically, and we will show, and we will practice some project also, and it will be shown here. That is around 2 project is taken. 1 project is taken in React.js, and basics of DOM also a project is taken, and only the advanced is the concept is explained, not project is taken. You can just have a look into the channel itself. You will find all the resources for completely free. Okay, that's it. So this is what the first one. So the lecture will over at 6. Okay, so the next one is going to be React.js. We need to know about what is React.js, right? So let me do one thing. I just type React.js. So what is React.js? So React.js is nothing but React.js is an user interface library, which means is a library for front-end development work. So what is front-end? With HTML and CSS and JavaScript, we can able to create a static website, and also we can able to come up with some interactive website, right? So with the help of React library, you can able to come up that website very quickly and very easily. Okay, so and very powerful, much more powerful and much more effective compared to working with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We have React.js, and if you started to code in React.js, it is much more powerful. Okay, I will just give it syntax and how it is, what are the use cases of React and everything. Let me go here, and you can able to see what is the documentation and everything. It will be there, and here you can able to see what all are the things that why you need to work with React.js. So this is the 3 important concept why you need to work with React.js. So what is the 3 important concept? Not this one. This 2 is important. Okay. So one is declarative programming. So when we are writing some code, okay, there is 2 ways of writing some code. Is that one is going to be imperative programming, and another one is declarative programming. So what is the difference between imperative programming and declarative programming? Well, right now we worked with JavaScript, right? So that is imperative programming. Okay, so what is mean by that? Like we need to tell each and everything. We need to tell it, hey, go and get the element and store it in a container and change the background color of this element. And when someone clicks it, change the background color to this. Like that, we need to tell each and every step. Okay, we need to explain each and every step, and we need to like a child. We need to just work with the code. Okay, so that's what imperative programming is. We need to write everything. That's what it is. And what it comes to declarative programming, declarative is you just tell that what is your initial code, and if something has happened, what is my final code? Okay, so you need to tell this is my initial code and this is my final code, and if someone clicks it, change my initial code to final code. Okay, and it will find the best way to change it. Okay, it will find the best way to change it to it, which means you just want to tell what you need to do, and how to do is taken care of by the language. But in right now we see that how to do, like we need to tell what to do. We're going to do this changes and everything, and how to do it. Just get the element, grab the element, change the style, change the inner HTML, everything we did, right? But in React.js, what we will tell, well, this is my starting stage, okay? This is my ending stage. So if someone clicks it, change this to this state. That's what I would tell. And how to do it, React will take care of it, which means we don't want to care about the DOM operations. Okay, in JavaScript, working with vanilla JavaScript, the DOM operations, like we need to write some more code with the DOM operation whenever we want to work with it. But in React, we don't want to work with DOM operations, which means which don't want means not completely the don't want. And telling that those concepts, how to change your code, that thing will be, yeah. So that thing will be taken care of by React itself. Just imagine that. Then you don't want to still how to do it. Okay. So then you don't want to worry about optimization and everything, because it is a declarative programming. It will find the best way to convert your states, convert your code. If someone clicks it, I need to convert this. Someone click that, I need to convert that. It will find the best way. We don't want to worry about what is the best way to change that. That is the first one. And second one is the very favorite for all of the people. That is going to be component based coding. So what is meant by component based coding? First of all, so component based is very simple. Right now, if I want to create a website, or just imagine if I want to create this restream, okay, a user interface for restream, how we will write? Well, we will create, this is a div, this is a div, and this is a div. And inside this div, this is a div, and this is a div, and this is a div, and this is a div. And here it is a very big div, a small div, and each and everything is an icon that we will arrange it in the small div. And here these we will, what we will do, we will write each and every HTML. You can able to see that, right? This one is going to be in circle shape, and same circle shape, same circle shape, like everything is same only, right? But we need to write it everything. What we usually do, copy the HTML code, paste it, copy the HTML code, paste it, and change the content of it, change the content of it, change the content of it, copy the HTML code and paste it. Everything for copy things, and only changing the style, changing the style. This is what we will do it, right? But component based is very simple. You just want to understand where you just want to create a component. Component is nothing but a small block of user interface, a small component. For example, this is a component. Right now we created an application, right? This is a component. Okay, this is a component. Okay, if I want to create something like this, if I want to create exactly something like this, what I need to do in HTML, I just want to copy and I need to paste it, and I need to change the content inside it. That's what we will do it. But in React it is component based. If I want, if I know that I'm going to use the component again and again, okay, if I'm going to use the component again and again, what can I do means I can create a component. For example, you can see this div is repeated for 4 times, right? It is repeated for 4 times. I don't want to just copy and paste the code for 4 times. I will create this component for only one time, and I can change the content inside this component dynamically. I can able to change it. That is what component and reusability of component. And wherever you want this component, you just call the component, name it. It will come. You just want to call the component name, it will come. It will appear. For example, you will create a component and you will name it as a circle component. Okay. And whenever you want it, you just want to call the name circle, 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 circle. Just call the name. The component will be appeared. And only thing what we need to change, the icon inside it. I can pass dynamic data into that component and I can change it. So here mic icon, here video icon, like that I can able to pass data and I can able to change it. So that is what reusable component. Simply, this is, I can create a component and this is going to be my square like rectangular component. Okay. And I just, if I want this for 4 times, just call the name rectangular, 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 rectangular. And here it's going to be my face and the streaming face, and it is going to be again my, it is my lab, and it is going to be the another host face. That's what it is. Likewise, we can create it, dynamically change it. Imagine that how it's going to save your time. If you want to create a website, you can come up with that quick. And now what? It's a component. Just copy this a component. That's it. And if you want to create an nav bar for a second page, Just call the component name. It will appear in the second page. You don't want to copy the entire code and paste it, and you don't want to manipulate it, and you want to change it and facing some CSS issues, facing some JavaScript issue. You don't want to worry about that. Just create a navbar component, and wherever you want, just call navbar. It will come, it will come, it will come. And the special thing is about in React, we will write, and also one more thing is here important is whenever we are facing some errors, okay, we need to go through all the code, right? If I try to change anything, some other thing will affect, right? We will try to change the second line of code, the fourth line it is going to throw an error. We don't know how, right? So this kind of works will happen in development field. But when we are working with React, this component and their functionality are separated. Their component is separated in a separate space. And if you face any error in showing my face, then I can go to that page and I can able to change it. I don't want to worry about that, right? So then all other codes will not affect. Only this code is going to affect for me. I can able to work with that file. Then the error-free work is done by me. That's what it is. Still confusing, right? Let us go and code with React. So to installing React locally, you need to write some code. Okay, so you can just I will suggest the 14 to 18. I have completed the basics of ReactJS in YouTube. Just watch that. There you will understand how to download the React locally. Right? You need to what are the essential things you need this. Terminals, and you need Node.js. You need to install it, then only it will be work. So right now, for time convening purpose, what I'm going to do, I just going to use some online code editor where I can perform React code. So because we need to understand the syntax, right? So that is what. So let us go here. Let us go for an sandbox. Okay. So sandbox, not a game. Sandbox, code sandbox. So the code sandbox is nothing but, so here it's like on cloud editors, like they have integrated developed softwares will be there. Where if I want to write React code, I can able to React it in web itself. I don't want to download React. I don't want to use Visual Studio Code and everything. I can use the cloud integrated one, and I can able to code it. Okay, they have presets. Whatever the installed things will be there, that will be for practicing purpose we can use it. And other purposes you can download it, install it, and then select locally, and then you can use it. That is well and good. Okay, so now for just sake of it, I just go here, and you can just see it is showing that, let us say sign in. Let me do one thing. So sign in with Google. Just a minute. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to create, and these all are something I think yeah, I created. We don't want this one. So what we need to do, we need to create a new all sandbox recent, create a new sandbox. Just click this new sandbox, and you can able to see what are the environment that you want. Either you want to work with a simple HTML page or vanilla JavaScript, the Docker file, React plus white with TypeScript. They are saying right now we want this React. Okay, so it will have all the presets. It will available all the structures and folders, everything available here. And you can see here we're going to write the code, and here it is going to reflect here. Okay, so now I will explain how JavaScript is going to be, how React is going to be working here. Simply, these all are the advanced JavaScript, the ESC syntax. Okay, so export style.css, and style is coming from somewhere, and you can able to see this one, export default, right? I just remove this one. Okay, now you can see a function that is having a name and it is returning something. Don't care about the error, we will solve it. Okay, returning something. This is what component is. This is what component is. Let me explain it. I just say default. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this one. Okay, I just save it. Okay, and so nothing here right now, nothing here. So what I'm going to do, you can able to see SRC here, the file, right? I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'm just going to say my components. This is my components, and here you can able to see a file. I'm just going to create a file, and here it is going to be, let us say code component. component dot, you can use JS JavaScript extension or you can use JSX. Okay, both are valid. I use JSX, and if you use JSX, you will get this React symbol. Okay, so this is my code component, and here I can able to create my component. So what is my component is? Well, right now we created a component, right? So which means our folder. So what is the component? So it is, well, let me open it with VS Code. So this is what we have the code. So I just going to go here and I just going to copy this one. This is my component and I just going to copy this one, and we don't want this. Close it down, go for my Google. And what I'm going to do, I just going to paste it here. And this is what my component, I want this one. I want this one only, I just want it. So now what I'm going to do is, right now you can see there is an error is there, right? So because in React, you will follow a different syntax. That syntax is called as JSX. So which means you will write JavaScript, inside that you will write HTML, inside that you will write again JavaScript, like that. So the combination of JavaScript with the HTML. Okay. So to make this as a component, as a valid component, first I need to create a function. Okay. And I need to give the component name. That must be in caps. I just say code. The code is going to be a component name. Don't understand the code, just understand what it is doing. Return, it is going to return something. Okay. And what it is going to return? It is going to return this HTML. So a JavaScript code, you can see this is a JavaScript code, and this JavaScript code is going to return an HTML elements. Okay. And now here I created this component and I need to use it in some other files, right? So for that, I need to export it. I just say export default. So what mean by this means, like if something is imported, then you need to export this code. That's what it is. Okay. I just going to say code. You just want to export this code. That's what it is. And before that, what we need is, let me go for this file. This file, index.style file, because we need the style, right? So I just going to copy the entire style, not this entire. I just going to copy this container file, copy this one, let me remove it. And here in our CSS file, we will add it. You can able to see the style.css, right? So here we will add it here. And now I save it. Here I saved it. And now it is exported. I saving here. Let's go for app.js, and where you want to import it, you can import it here. I just going to say what I want to import. I need to import. Okay. I need to import what I want to import. Import card. That is the component name from ./components/code component. Here I need to import it. And here what I want to return, well, I need to return this code component here. And these components, you should be use this self-closing tag. You can able to see the component is here. Now, if I want to create a 10 component or 5 component like this, what can I do is simply we need to group things together because the component should have only one parent elements. Okay, so that is why you don't care about that one. Okay, so just understand what is reusability. That is fine. Okay, I'm just going to wrap everything inside a div. Okay, and inside this we're going to have a code component. And now if I want this code for 3 times, normally in HTML what we will do, we will go and copy all the code again for 3 times, right? So here just that's it. Save it. You can see it is come 3 times. And now if I want to change any styling, there's a container, right? Margin bottom 2 pixel. Like this. You can see we will commit. And what happened? The component is rendered for 3 times because I want this component for 3 times. And not only this, you can able to change the contents dynamically. How means? Simply here you can pass the contents. For example, I say name. Here I just going to say name equal to, I just say hello. First one is going to be hello, and second one is going to be again the name. It is going to be everyone, and the third one it is going to be name, and it is going to be thank you. Like this. And here we can able to pass the dynamic data in the code. While calling the code, we can able to pass the dynamic data, and this data we can able to get here. We can able to get it here. So how can we get it? Means simply, instead of rendering hello everyone, I just going to remove it and I save it. You can see nothing here. So here if you want to, so this is a JavaScript code, and inside it is going to be an HTML code. And inside this HTML, if you want to write again JavaScript, just use this curly braces, and here you need to say whatever the data that you are sending here, you need to fetch with props dot and the name that you are sending. Name. Like this. You can see. Hello everyone. So what we have done is simply we are passing the data dynamically to the code component. Okay. So once initially the first component is running, the data is going to be hello. So here we can able to get the component just calling props or any other name. Okay. Here you can able to get it in the parameter, and just want to say props dot name, and it will what is the name that you have passed, it will be come here. You can add it here. And same like that, you can do the functionality also. For example, if someone clicks it, something need to happen, right? So we can write the functionality here itself. We can write the functionality here itself. For example, if someone clicks it, okay, if someone clicks it, I need to change something. So what can we do here? We can able to write it here itself. You can add the event listener here. You can add the event listener here, and you can write all our code. But right now we are not able to see that one because we need to look into some other event listeners, and we need to look into states also. So this is called as props. Props is nothing but property. Okay, so in React everything is hand, and this is what reusable component. So wherever you want, you can just reuse the component. Right now it is called. So in the entire file, you want the similar CSS, you want the similar CSS, and you want the similar kind of user interface. You just call the name of it. It will be appear. If you want to, if you call the name of it, it will be appear. Then you can customize it and you can able to use that. Okay. So that's what React can do. And with the help of it, you can able to come up with an application very easy. That's what it is. Okay. So that's what it is. That is the things that comes to React. And it comes to React. Okay. And to install React, to work with React, this is an online editor. Okay. So like cloud editor. So workspace where we can code it and you can able to write something and you can come up with it. And if you want to install locally, then what you need to do, you just want to download two things. One is going to be Node.js. So you just want to download this Node.js first of all. Okay. So you just download the recommended version of Node.js. That is first one. And then you need to download a terminal. Okay, so I said like 6 o'clock. Sorry, it's 7 o'clock. Sorry, I just said that. Okay, so then what you need to do, you need to download a terminal. The terminal is already available. Either you can use the PowerShell or whatever the terminal that you have, you can use it. And we have a terminal, and also there is a terminal is also available that is called Hyper. And that is also you can able to use it. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is what the reusability of React. And in this case, what are the things that we can able to achieve? Well, we can reuse the component again and again by rendering a dynamic content, first one. And I say like imperative programming, declarative programming, that is a whole set of concepts. We will discuss that one later. Okay. And if you download React, if you install React locally, you will get these kind of structures only. You will get a public file. Okay. So inside this public file, you will get an index.js, and this is the source file. You will get something like this. And here you can able to see a div with ID root. Right, a div with ID root, and inside this nothing is there, right? So whatever that we are writing here, it is going to rendering comes inside here only. So here index.js, you can able to see the vanilla JavaScript document.getElementBy ID root. We are getting the element by ID root, and we are storing it in a root element, and we are creating a create root, and we are sending this app component, whatever the app component is having, we are sending that to the React.js via this index.html, and inside this, here it is rendering, and here you can write it also, like I just say hello, and let me save, and it is in the back, you can see here black, right? So it will be that. So that's what it is, and with the help of this index.js, we are connecting with the index.html, and we are sending this app component. So this app.js is also component, and inside this is the main component, and inside this main component we have small components. Right now we created code, we can able to create a separate component for navbar, a separate component for footer, a separate component for side nav, a separate component for any other interaction. Like that, we can able to create separate components, and we can able to come up with that, and we can able to use that one. So that is what this thing. Okay. So this is what React is. Okay. You can able to work with that. Okay. So you need to download two things, Node.js, and you need to download this one. And once you downloaded that one, so the code that you have to write is, it will be that this one. We go here, you can able to see the code what you need to run in your terminal. You just want to run this code. Npx is to download React, install it like in your locally, and you need to run this command to write create React app. Okay, npm is a node package manager. It will, you with the help of that only we can able to download whatever the package that we can, and you need to write this code, you need to download it, and the next one is going to be your folder name. So whatever the folder name that you like to give, you can give it. Okay, and once you download it locally, then you need to run this command to get inside this folder. Okay, so in terminal you need to get inside, you need to run this command, and then you need to say npm start. If you say npm start, the node, right now I say download node, right? So the node server will run, and it will produce us a default application for you. So you can able to see the logo of React will be spinning in your browser. So that is what your default application. And what you need to do, you need to delete everything that you want, you don't want, and you need to come up with your own application. That's what you need to do. And all other things, all these things, you can able to see it in the YouTube of the web dev. You just go for the YouTube channel, and here in this live class, okay, you can able to see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. It is advanced JavaScript classes, it is already completed, you can able to see it here. And in 12 hours of web development bootcamp, you can able to see the basics and DOM manipulations of JavaScript, you can able to see here. And in beginner level, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 is all about React. Okay, we have created an application also with the help of React, you can able to check it out here. Okay, so and here also you can see the beginner to advanced classes is taken by Nabidi Viswasar in the last month is there, and that is also you can watch it. This is for basics, this is for advanced, this is for basics React. Okay, and here 12 hours also you can watch that. So this is for that one, and that's all for this one, and you can able to watch everything in freely here. Okay, so that's all for here. Let me share you an attendance now. Okay, be in the line, I will share you an attendance, and if you have any doubts you can ask me now here. Okay, so like for placement and everything that we have a like that is NARS video is not there, but you can join us in the WhatsApp group. Okay, okay, and okay, so just a minute, I will share you the link. Okay, Is that attendance is get? Can you tell it in the chat box? Is your attendance is you can able to see the attendance form? You can tell it in the chat box if you can able to see it means. And one more thing is, if you want to if you want to get an career guidance, just a minute. Okay, so coming Wednesday, there is a free career guidance attendance, like a free career guidance by 𝐵𝐵 sir is there. So it is where you can come and you can ask all your doubts regarding web development, what you can do, what you want to do with if you want to become a developer, and everything that you can able to do. There is a separate class will be taken. Okay, so that is completely free, 1 hour, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. coming Wednesday. Okay, so coming Wednesday it will be taken by 𝐵𝐵 sir, where you can able to okay. So here this is the link to registration for that particular event. Okay, so this is the registration for particular event where you can come and you can ask all your doubts regarding web development and what you want to whatever the doubts that you are having and whatever the things that you are having, you can able to come and you can able to you can see here and you can use it here. Okay, so that's one is available coming Wednesday 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, you can register it here before with the link, the second link. Okay, so you can see the second link, right? So align together, you can register it here and where you can able to see and come with, you can able to come with here. Okay, so that is what that's what about that. Okay, so if you fill the attendance form, just type it in the chat box, I am filled, that will be fine. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And if you fill the attendance form, just tell I am filled. And those who are want to get an free guidance from 𝐵𝐵 for 1 hour, you can just register here in the Align Together website link and you can register your name and you can able to fill it in. Okay, link is open, just a minute. So which link is not opening? Is that Align Together or attendance form? Sir, what to insert LinkedIn profile? What to insert LinkedIn profile? So like if you have a GitHub link, you can add it. So for LinkedIn, like these kind of questions only, you can just join this class and you can ask with them and you can add it. So for optimizing LinkedIn, there is a separate video. Okay, so just a minute, the link, I will share the Align Together link. Okay, so LinkedIn, how to optimize your LinkedIn and whatever things also, there is also a videos available in the YouTube channel. You can give it that. Okay, so you can use the second link, Align Together, not the first link. You can use the second link of Align Together that is recently shared. Okay, okay, so the second link you can use it for register yourself. Okay, maybe you will get it. The last link you can use it for registration, that is free guidance from 𝐵𝐵. It will be conducted in Zoom to 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. in Wednesday. Okay, so in Wednesday it will be conducted. You can just ask him here. Okay, that's it. And once you fill the attendance form, just tell I'm filled. Okay, so then we can wind up the section and you can add that. Pooja Gupta, that is what I'm saying, that what LinkedIn, what you want to insert, that what you are asking for it, you can insert your GitHub, you can insert your email, what you can, if you want to insert your profile photo or background photo, what you want to do, what you are asking for it. I'm not understanding that what you want to LinkedIn, you want to insert it. So if you want to show, like if you have any, you want to know about the detail, how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, we have a video that is taken by that, you can able to fill that. Oh, you are asking about what you need to fill it in the LinkedIn in attendance form. So if you have LinkedIn, just give your LinkedIn profile. If you don't have anything, just leave it. Okay. I think type your name if it is asking for mandatory. Type your name, but please create your LinkedIn profile, because there you will get jobs. Okay, so please create your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. Well, thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you. Okay, so that's all for today. Phil sir, thank you. And those who are filled the website, you will get the certification through your mail. Okay, within today, not today, so within Monday evening. Okay, before Monday evening, you will get a certification. And those who are not in the WhatsApp group, I will share the WhatsApp group link also. You can join it here. It is shared. Attendance fill or no sir? How to fill? Tamil Rasi. Yeah, I shared the attendance form. Just you need to fill that attendance form. Okay. Once again, I'm sharing the attendance form. Just fill this. Just if you filled the 2 attendance form, then you will get a certificate before that evening. And this is the WhatsApp group link. If you are willing to join, and once the attendance is released, it will be notified there, and all the upcoming events is also notified there, where you can get it there. Okay, so that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think most of you filled the attendance, and those who are not filled the attendance, please fill the attendance form. And those who want to register with the free career guidance section in the Zoom live class, you can join the Zoom live class. And then whatever the doubts that you are asking, you can ask with that. We have 1 more minute is left to end the live class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Okay, within a minute, the live will be ended, so you can ask me now. Okay, if you don't have anything, just thank you for attending this class, and wait for tomorrow. Okay, you will get the attendance day after tomorrow. Sorry, certificate. Okay, guys, thank you all. See you in the next workshops or anything. Okay, so thank you all. Those who are not joined the WhatsApp group, join the WhatsApp group. And if you feel that this 4 hours of workshop is worthy for you, just give a like and subscribe to the channel, and support us in your social media platform. Thank you so much. Thank you all. See you next time.